Okay, howdy, everybody. Once again, we're with our Age of Antiquity campaign session. We just got done with our last session, which was where the ladies had a night out where they got to do a bunch of different things, return from Egypt, reported to Astronaucus, and got to spend some time together at a spa that now Alfreda owns herself.
Woo-hoo. It's a community
Morphast
spa. We can
is
all have
now
it.
Up
with
and
us.
there's more fast. What's up, buddy? Glad you could join us.
Sorry to be a minute late.
Maybe you should restart because he wasn't here for last session.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll
Just
get them caught up
fill
right
him
quick.
in.
Can you hear us, Eddie?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what happened the last session was everybody went, all of you finished your stuff in Egypt, so you went back to Telesnia to go report back to Astronaucus. As you remember him, he's your centurion for your legion. So you guys reported back to him. You put back the soul of our dear friend Twig back in her body. And with some of your free time, Rose's character, Alfreda, had a couple of those contracts from Covetous that you guys had taken from the chest. So you went and met your gladiator. So she now has a fund of her own that everybody bet into. As well as she went to her property, which she owns in Telesnia in the wealthy district. And actually, last session, they got to meet Covetous, and he's your next door neighbor in his better manner because you guys own his dog's house, as he stated.
Ooh.
Morphast, your room is next to his. It's next to his house, so that way you can glare at each other.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I love it.
So it's effectively it's the Timmy Turner's dad with with Dinkelberg living next door.
I love that.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, and Morphast, take 100 coins because I saved it for you.
Yes, you have good friends that care for you. I'm trying to find them a note because you guys have the gladiator stuff that needs to be taken care of, unless I forgot to write it down somewhere.
It should still be in the chat here because we didn't resume.
No, I have it right here.
Okay.
So just in case. So I am going to roll a D100, okay?
Okay.
If it is above 50, then your gladiator won his tournament. Okay? Because Morphast is here, thankfully having him around, since you're in the lands of the warring state of China, his god in particular has a bonus while he's in this land because China's all about balancing, the yin from the yang. So him and Discordia are going to be, they're going to have more of an influence. So I'm going to give you a plus 10 to the roll, thanks to Morphast being around.
Nice.
And we roll. That is
Yes!
an 81, so all of you have, so your gladiator, Rose, has won his tournament.
Yeah, baby.
So for all of you that bet, you receive 5 times your winning. And to be exact, Rose, you had 164. Ilera, you had 184. Geshwin, you had 140, and Ruby put in 1,000 for herself.
Nice.
So with that, you guys will earn 5 times that whatever amount you put in.
A nice $700.
820 my way.
Oh, and some other things that happened. You guys got to meet Big Bob, who's Bob's older brother, as well as you got to discover your benefactor, the chef, and you got to learn Caramel Nougat, that he's a hummingbird driving a homunculus, and that's how he creates his pastries. So we had a ratatouille situation with that.
It was amazing. I laughed my ass off.
Yep. And before you guys left, you also had some missions given out to you by your respective gods. Alfreda, you had to go get a scale of a dragon, or if you got an egg, you would instantly level up in Artemis's eyes when it came to her to rising in the ranks. Ilera, you need to steal something from the Jade Emperor himself. And ba, ba, ba. And also, when you guys have the letter, Feng Shui, when he saw that, he saw that there was a golden dragon seal, and on the seal it had a golden dragon that surrounded the wall of China itself. And instantly, him and any nearby citizen that saw that symbol bowed to you guys. And currently, as you can see more fast, we are now in the heavenly city of Qingdao. This is the water domain, and I'm quickly going to go to the center of balance so he can see this map as well. And then we'll go back to the city of water.
No problem.
I just wanted to show him the. I did update this as well so you can see the different domains. So air, water, dark, forest, earth, fire, life, and metal.
Nice.
Yep. Currently, you guys have access to water and forest. So we're just going to go back. You guys have not been to Geshi's house yet. You guys still need to look around and try to find some more evidence to probably find the house. I know you'd asked Feng Shui, but you guys still need to do a little bit of light investigation to maybe find the house.
Oh, he didn't tell me where I could
So
find who I delivered this letter to, though.
The letter, it has a very important seal on it, and Feng Shui looks at you, and and now Feng Shui looks at you and says, "This letter is of most importance. This seal," and he closes his mouth for a second, and says, I have to get you to the warlord of the city." And so with that, Feng Shui, he's going to start walking you guys down some districts throughout the water domain. And he's actually going to bring you to the lower district where you guys arrive in this thriving city surrounded by water. And each of you can just see just how massive China can be with its different places. And he's going to walk you around across the bridges throughout the different places. And he actually goes behind a waterfall. And eventually he ends up in this cave system. Let me just grab all your characters right quick. As you can see, I got some more places done.
Yeah, I'm so impressed. These are so pretty.
Yeah, let me just trying to grab all your guys' characters.
Pretty.
So,
Ooh, I like this.
Oh, and not to forget as well, Twig, you were instructed by Medusa herself to go find her son Levi.
Yes.
And as you have been told, he is more than likely in the forest domain. So you guys got plenty of things you can do. And once you arrive into this giant cave with this pool of water that pulls into a spring, you guys, give me a second, you start to hear the flapping of wings. You can hear it miles away, and it starts to get closer and closer and closer. And you eventually notice this giant water serpent slipping through the entrance, dive into the pool, and this creature pops its head out of the water and says, "How can I help you?" Look, as this giant creature looks down at all of you.
We should try to kill it.
I think I'm going to flash the letter at him first and see if that does anything.
Oh my goodness.
You do see Feng Shui. He immediately bows to this creature in front of him, and he side eyes all of you and says, "Please be respectful."
Oh, I'll bow.
Okay, so
Goodbye.
give me 1 second.
Oh no, I was. My nana called me. Yeah, I was just coming back to say that. Sorry, guys. I was still listening in, but I had a phone call, so.
Sorry, I thought I heard her mumbling. I was like, oh, is her mic dead or something? Okay, so each of you, I assume each of you start trying to bow to this giant creature.
Yes.
Not me.
Okay.
More fast.
I don't bow. And
Okay.
I say, what the fuck is that thing?
So
Oh
as
my
each of you bow,
God.
but more fast, you see the giant creature. It jumps into the air, and as it does, it transforms in a gigantic spherical ball of water. And in front of you, you see this beautiful woman. As she descends down and she starts to stride across the water, making her way towards you. Um, Feng Shui looks at you and says, "Please, this is the Queen Da of Wei. She is the warlord for the water and forest domain. So standing before you is one of the 5 warlords that are trying to vie for power in China itself. And now you guys get to meet her.
Yay.
Each of the warlords, as you guys have learned from last session, each one of them is a dragon aspect. So she is the water dragon.
He's more
And
chill.
she walks up to Morphas and she says, "Ah, so you do not bend to the water's flow." And she smirks at you, waiting for your response.
Nope.
She nods and says, "All things eventually give way to water, for water is the essence of life itself. But to be a mighty rock that opposes it, I must respect this." And she nods towards you. And she looks at Jill and says, "How can I be of help? Welcome to my domain. I am Queen Da of Wei."
How does he always get away with it?
you just
He's his own person, you know. He just, you know.
Um, I'm gonna say, yeah. So my friend Geshi here has a house around here, and do you know Da Wei?
she laughs and she puts her robe over her face to hide her smirk because she has to show face to you without giving away.
That was a cool pun. I like that.
Yeah.
So
So
doughy.
she thinks about it for a couple seconds and she says, "Well, I believe that there is a property. Unfortunately, it's in the forest domain. It's near the swamplands, but the property you seek is out there. It's full of monsters, so you must be careful. For even though I am as strong as I am, most of my resources is fueled towards the war." And she explains the war to you guys, where the Jade Emperor has passed from this world, and currently each of the warlords is trying to fight to be the Emperor of China. So whoever becomes the Emperor of China becomes the new Jade Emperor. And so they'll ascend to godhood, effectively. That's kind of how it works here in China. A lot of fighting, a lot of ascension, a lot of cultivation of the spirit. And she looks at you and says, "If you can endeavor me in helping on my behalf, I will greatly reward you each." And as you guys will probably understand at this point, for whichever warlord you help, the more you help a warlord, the more likely they'll win the war. So just keep that in mind, because you'll have 4 other Chinese leaders you can talk to. I can let you guys know the names of the other warlords, or you can wait if you want to. It's up to you.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Sure.
So there's 4 other lords. There's the Council of 9. Her name is Yan. There's the Governor Shiya of Chu, King Janyu of Qi, and King Jin of Qin. So you have the fire, the dark, the metal, and the light domain users. So each one of those will have their own domain. So it's just one of those things where you just have to keep out for certain people.
So, are they in each? Are they all in like individually? One is in each of those
Yeah.
portals, or okay.
Like she tells you the Council of Nine, that's in fire domain. The Governor Shiya, she's in dark. King Janyu is of metal, and King Jin is of light.
Got you.
Yeah, so like I said, it's going to take a little bit getting used to all of the different warlords, but
I have to write
just
it down
helping
so I can
help
remember it.
the war. But you guys are kind of here just to kind of check out the place because you are Roman, you are the Roman army, which she's now going to ask you guys. She says, I noticed by your attire that you're not of this land. Where do you originate from?
We're here from Rome, Telesnia, to be exact.
She thinks about it for a second. She leans down and grabs a big bubble of water, and you see her speak some of the ancient language into the water bubble, and it forms a spear that shows the different lands across the world. She says, I think I know of this Rome as a mighty empire stretching across stretching across the lands, conquering lands, a very respectable nation. I hope one day to be able to do peace with them and trade, because some of our merchants actually make our way out there. And she says, while you're in these lands, just know that you have my favor. And once again, she bows to you each. So she's kind of more supportive when it comes to supporting you guys because she's like flowing water. She just goes with the flow.
Well, since she mentioned merchants, can I show her my letter and see if that does anything?
Yeah, sure. So you're going to show her the letter?
Yes, please. And
You
ask her where I
see-
can find Quan. Quang?
Okay.
Qu-
Yeah, it's like Zoom King or something. It's like it's a weird name. It's fine. Um, so you show her the letter, and instantly her eyes they start to tear up. Almost like a torrent of water comes leaking out of her eyes, and she can't help but put her hands up to her face as she tries to recover. She sees the letter and she says, where did you find this letter? Please, you must tell me. As she like reaches out for the letter, but then she stops herself. She says, "No, I am not allowed to touch this letter." And
Oof.
she awaits to hear your response.
So I tell her that a kind merchant gave me this letter and asked me to deliver it on his behalf in Telesnia.
She starts to break down a little bit more, but then she cheers up, going, "Okay, then he is fine. Then." She tells you that the Jade Emperor, while on this planet, he is, of course, pretty much he's the equivalent of Zeus of Ra. Like he's a mighty god among the pantheons below him. But in this world, he has a physical. He inhabits a person. The old man that you guys saw in Telesnia was his old body, and he has since left that body to rejoin among the heavens. So you guys were actually introduced to the last Jade Emperor, and now you're delivering a letter on his behalf of what remained of him.
Oh,
And she tells you that Xing Qing, that's the name of his daughter, not the Jade Emperor, but the old man. But he was still technically the Emperor of China. And
so I want to know. I asked her what their connections were because it seemed like she was kind of upset, kind of like um, nostalgic almost, like memories of the past.
she thinks
I'm
about it.
curious.
Yeah, she says thank you for our history is long, just like ancient Egypt. Um, the person you seek is his daughter. Before he left this world and became a husk of who he was, the emperor was a very loving one. He treated all of those with respect, with courtesy. No citizen starved under his power because that is the Jade Emperor's wish.
Cry.
Unfortunately, he struck against heaven and broke his pact. So unfortunately, they had to separate.
So he's kind of like the best grandpa in the world. Okay, got it.
Yeah, he's the best dad in the world.
I mean, he just gave me some really awesome healing potions to deliver this letter, so I'm full
Yeah.
on this old man's side. I dig this old man.
Yeah. So she tells you, she's like, unfortunately, the last time she was seen, let me just type this in the chat right quick. I just got
Lore. We're getting lore.
Yep. She tells you that she is currently being held prisoner by the King Jin of Quinn. Give me a second. Of the light domain. So currently she's being held prisoner by the King Jin because he seeks her hand in marriage because that would aid him in his struggle to become the Emperor of China. Because if you have the daughter of the Jade Emperor himself, that kind of really adds a lot. So you guys are going to have to make your way to the light domain to potentially deliver this letter. So until then, the letter will have to remain among you. For no citizen of China, of those of good nature, won't take that letter and open it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So she's like, whatever he sent you for, I hope you guys are able to deliver.
So the only person that would open it would be his daughter.
Would be his daughter or some sick fuck.
So if it's somebody that's wanting to open it, they're probably not good. Good
They're
to
not
keep in
good.
mind.
Yep. So she's
Alright.
going to be in the light domain. So now you guys have a little bit more information about that. She does. So she's told you where Geshi's property is going to be located. It's going to be in the forest domain, towards the swamplands.
I was being drawn there.
Sorry.
It's okay. We rolled for it, so it's cool.
She does look at you and says, "Is there anything else I can help you with?"
Why,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
why should we support your efforts in winning the war?
I was just gonna ask that.
So she looks and she says, "I am Queen Da of Wei. I flow with the water. My will must go." She's like, "I am a benevolent leader trying to stop the other factions from all this infighting. The people of China must not falter."
Peace.
Yeah, so she's seeking peace, but peace through power. For a strong leader must have a strong hand. And so that's currently what she's kind of pushing for. So she's not a bad person. It's just how she goes about it. Because give me 1 second. Because I have what she has.
Well, I know she had mentioned something about because when she asked where we were from, and we told her Rome, and she's looking to, I guess, build a bond with Rome. So is there any way that we could help her with that? And maybe that she would be able to help us?
She has like a scratch my back, scratch your back.
Yeah,
So
that's what I was getting at.
Because the more domains she has under her belt, the stronger her push for power becomes.
Okay.
I mean, I'm for
Yes,
that,
currently-
but I'm not ready to offer it to her until we meet the other warlords.
Yeah, she tells you, she's like, please talk to the other ones. Some of them are kinder, some of them are more malicious. We all have our yin and yang. Though I may be a good leader myself, she does point out her flaws. She's like, I am flowing water. I cannot be stopped, but it will be done. So she has a very strong fist. And under her guidance, people will thrive, but at the cost of freedom.
Yeah.
Because, it's kind of like her way or the highway, sort of. So,
What
It's
reward?
almost like a monarchy, kind of.
sort of like she would see herself as like, I guess the way she would put it is she fights for the Jade Emperor. Like, she doesn't try to put herself above heaven. Some of the other warlords want to put themselves above the Jade Emperor, which is not a good thing.
No.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because the Jade Emperor is pretty much your divine monarch. He's the one that commands the heavens.
All right.
So that just adds a little bit to her her personality that can help you guys out. That'll just kind of help you guys out. And is there anything else in particular? She does have information that she looks at you guys and says, I have heard reports for the fire domain if you wish.
Sure.
Because she tells you, I am the essence of the water domain, the fire being my polar opposite. That is where the Council of Nine is located. And she tells you that many dragons have been spotted in the fire domain because that is where the dragons nest. And she tells you that an orphanage for dragons has popped up in that area.
You don't say.
Kobolds have made it their home and are doing their best to bring up the dragon population.
That
And
sounds well.
And if you guys remember back to the casino when you guys were gambling, you found some kobolds that translated for you, and in return, they were going to start a dragon orphanage.
I remember that. Didn't quite trust that guy.
Does he owe us a favor? Does anybody recall?
I think they were just really cool with you, so I think you could go and visit them.
Okay.
Was it the one in the prison
get
where
500 plus gold, I think.
Yeah, we gave him 100, made him think it was 5, but well, sorry, we allegedly gave him 500 because we committed no crimes over there.
Ow.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! I ripped him off.
So the queen, she does tell you, the domains are controlled by the warlord. Since you have my permission to walk among my lands, I normally shut off the fire gate because I don't want them to invade us and fight us because we're mortal enemies. I can open the fire domain if you wish. So, because they can control the entry points for the different domains. So she's cut off all the other ones but water and forest, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So she's effectively allowing you to go to the fire domain through hers.
Do we want to go to forest first, guys?
Yeah, because I think you guys said you wanted to go to, because you guys have 2 missions in the forest. Find Levi and get Geshuin's property.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you guys?
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we should do forest first, and then we'll come say hey to Way and go through fire.
Okay. So with that, the Queen Da, she looks at you and says, may the wheel of balance be in your favor. And she transforms into her dragon self and rides out into the water and jumps back up the water, and she escapes.
Sick.
Yep. So with that, Fang looks at you and says, okay, well, now you guys have access to the fire domain now. You can always come back here and talk to the queen in case she has more missions for you. But it looks like you guys are just on some errands of your own right now. No decisions need to be made, but you must keep an eye on the political conflict of China. Do be wary. Okay.
Dude, guess she's going into real estate.
Yep. So with that, with Feng Shuao's Gazoon, I don't know how you say the thing, his magical stringed instrument, he plucks away at the notes and he makes a portal for which you guys arrive back to the center of balance. And from here, he does look at you guys again and says, once again, would you like to go to the fire domain or to the forest domain?
I will be right back.
Yeah. So I assume you guys want to go to the forest domain?
Yes,
I just like
please.
coming back here because it's fun.
To the forest we go.
Okie dokie. So with that, he starts to pluck away again, and he starts to pluck away the sounds of forest being played off of his instrument, and the portal activates for the forest domain. I just want to see something right quick.
Okay, I'm back.
Hello, hello. Pretty much we're just I wonder if this will do it. I'm just trying to see something. Okay, a portal activates and you guys all make your way into the portal.
That's so cool. What?
Oh yeah, I forget it's supposed to be like this, because at the center of the balance, that's where you guys teleport. Almost there. Give me a second. Ugh. I've been trying to use more and more of these. So with that, he plays his musical instrument. The portal activates. You guys are sucked into it, and now you guys are going to be transported to.
That's cool.
You guys arrive in the tree domain.
Jeez.
You guys do spawn in the random spots. In a random spot. Actually, no, you spawn by the tree. My bad.
I was gonna say, are we all separated?
Nah, you guys are all together.
Okay.
Because he tries his best to keep you all together. Because in China, it's a very dangerous location. There are enemies everywhere, unfortunately.
This makes me think of the Earth Kingdom from Avatar.
Yeah, the forest and earth domain, they are next to each other, and
That's true.
they feed into each other. Okay, almost there. Trying to grab Feng Shui. There he is. So you guys arrive in the tree domain, and he looks at you and says, "Okay, now that we're here, as you can see, as it implies, there are forests everywhere. Would we like to go above to the city, maybe to get directions to the swamplands? Or do you guys just want to say fuck it and try your best?"
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with asking directions.
Nope. Absolutely. Yes. Let's do that.
Okay, just give me a second. So you guys are gonna make your way through the trees. You're gonna go up this mountainside to the village. I need one of you. Let's go more fast. I need you to roll me a D100, please.
Does he get to add 10?
He does.
Oh my god.
And
23.
with that,
Wait. Hold on. What are we rolling for here? Because I could use a luck point.
For this, you cannot luck.
Okay.
This is an encounter roll. Something might pop up depending on your roll, and unfortunately, as you do stumble upon.
Well, you diddly done did it now, more fast.
Oh,
We're
no.
gonna be a monster.
You see an earth.
Doesn't somebody have to kill a monster?
An earth elemental. As you guys are walking by this gigantic rock, you see it said, "You are no friend of the trees," and as it breaks itself away from from its stone structure, you guys need to roll initiative.
Oh, gosh darn.
So yeah, let me just here. here, I can get all of you into the initiative tracker.
I forget. How do we do that?
If you right click your character, go to the sword and shield icon, you can add yourself to it.
Make sure you guys all reset your health.
That wasn't
And then
too
you just have
shabby.
to for your initiative.
So what do we do? So we right click and
I've added you to the initiative tracker to it. If you go to the fifth icon that says combat tracker in the upper right, you can see the page that we're in.
okay.
And then you click the dice to roll for your initiative.
Gosh, mine is so low. What?
Oh,
And now we just need Twig to roll hers.
All right. So what do I roll? Sorry.
Are you on the combat tracker?
Yes.
Scroll to your character. It should say Twig. Next to your HP, there's a dice. Roll that.
Okay. All right. Ooh, why did that pop up?
It's you
Roll.
when that pops up,
Just
scroll all
roll.
the way down, and then you roll.
Oh, okay. There it is. Got it.
Okay, you
There we
got a 2. You beat Eddie. So with that, the elemental, it roars to life as it challenges you guys to fight. And now we're gonna go with you, Rose. You get the first attack.
Alrighty, so I am going to. Let's see, he's an elemental. What's the opposite of earth? Is that air? I don't have anything airy.
I would think fire. It's a tree. I could be wrong.
Oh yeah, let's throw a. I'm gonna throw a fireball at him.
Okie dokie. Got his resistances. He only has immunities to poison, and he's resistant against non-magical weapons. So you have to hit him with the magical weapons. And he's vulnerable against thunder.
Does magic count as a magical weapon?
I think he would be vulnerable to fire. He's part forest.
All of your weapons are now magical because they're now +1/+2 legendary weapons.
But I don't have a
Yeah.
weapon. I have a cloak.
Well, no,
I have mine.
Your bow is the
Can I
bow of
use
Arthur,
this?
so it's
Oh, I
magical.
see. All right, so I'll hit him with the thunderclap arrow then. Let's do that.
Okay, so
You have
he'll take double damage from that. So you need to roll for hit.
All right,
She bought
and
a few of those arrows.
it's plus. So it's my proficiency and then like that bonus thing, right? So that would make it +5.
Yes. Plus you have a +2 weapon, so I should add 2 more. So that's a +7. You have a
Oh,
+7
that's
to
pretty
hit.
dope.
Yep. 17. What does he got? 17. Attackers win.
Yes.
With that, the thunderclap arrow, it hits. It's only going to hit him, so that's good. Now you said, what do I have to do next?
Oh shit! Hold on. Let me see.
Oops, sorry.
I'm new to these thunderclap arrows. Give me a second. Make a 15 DC Constitution saving throw.
Okay. He's a Constitution. Cool. He's a pretty big boy. He's a pretty big boy. He's got 15. So he should take half damage, which would turn into regular damage, I think.
So it's 2d8s, so half of 2d8s.
Yeah, just roll 2d8s because he takes double damage. So we'll just do it like that. So effectively, they cancel out each other because he's going to take double damage, but he's
Oh, gotcha.
So he's going to take 5 damage. The thunder arrow breaks off a piece of his armor, a piece of him, but he seems to be doing pretty good. That was your normal attack. Do you have any cantrips, anything else that you can do or throw?
I do have a cantrip. I'm going to hit him with hold on.
You do have your firebolt.
I do have a firebolt. I'm gonna hit him with my firebolt.
Okay, cool. So cast a strict flame. Okay, so just roll for hit. That hits. Goes to 17. Goody, goody, goody. And
On a hit, you
you
deal
are
1d10 fire.
You're 5th level now, so you do 2d10.
2d10.
Yep. So that's gonna deal 15 damage. He bursts, and you hear him as he fuck.
I did it, guys!
You did it! Yay!
Take a break.
Time. Now it's not that simple. I'm gonna get him back.
Is he dead?
No.
No.
Imagine I just did all that. Like, all right.
No, I just for some reason if you like double back if you do double backspace, it'll delete him for some dumb reason. And he is now ignited because he has all the Force stuff on him. So he's gonna take Rose, can you roll me a D4, please?
Sure.
This is gonna be your damage every turn he takes. So he's gonna take 2 damage every at the end of his turn.
Nice.
That is an evil Groot. I don't like it.
Yeah, I feel really mean. I mean, he was just like there protecting his forest and shit.
Yeah, but no,
It's like it's almost like the Lorax. I speak for the trees.
Yeah. You see Feng Shui, he sits there and goes, unfortunately, he's not my enemy because, you know. Hey, so Feng Shui is going to sit in the back. So he's just, nope, I'm out of here. Because him and the creatures around here are cool. And he doesn't want to fuck with his Feng Shui. Okay, so with that, he'll take 2 fire damage every turn. Goody goody. Do you want to move or anything?
He's not on top of me, right?
Nah, he's towards Twig. Like, Twig is the closest person to him.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'll chill.
Oh, I never began combat. Let me just roll for him because you were still first. Whatever. Okay. Now we'll begin combat. So we were with Rose. She did all her stuff. Now we're with you, Alara. What would you like to do?
I'll just take out my crossbow and just shoot at him with the regular.
Okay. Is the crossbow magical?
I think so, because all my weapons are +1, right?
I don't believe your crossbow is a +1. I
Okay.
know your new quarterstaff is.
Yeah, but I don't want to get that close.
You do have spells that you could do. You also have Grim and Reaper, who I should have brought out as well. So that's my bad. And let me get Horiath for Twig.
Yeah, Twig's too close. I'm just gonna.
Oh, can you
hit him
pull
with
out
the regular
hugs too? Because
crossbow.
I have a feeling that he might come in handy later.
I gotcha. And we got Hugs.
Reaper.
There we go. There we go. There we go. I'll just get him out of the way. So, what were you gonna do, Alara?
I'm just gonna go with my crossbow because we're too close to this guy and I don't want to hurt anyone else.
Okay, so just roll a hit.
Yeah.
Ooh, a critical fail. Unfortunately, that is just a miss.
Yeah.
It just clinks right off of him. Just attacks the properties. There's just nothing to be done.
All right. I'm gonna move just right here, and then I can still use a cantrip, right?
Yes, because you haven't used the basic spell, so you use your cantrip.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. Okie dokie. Sweet, that is definitely a hit. You definitely got him pretty good with that.
Yeah. So at the 5th level, it's 2 beams, so it's 2d10.
Don't forget to add your spellcasting modifier. So I think you were charisma, right?
Yeah.
So it'd be 2d10 plus your charisma mod, plus proficiency. Wait, no, proficiency is for hitting. That's right.
Would my lucky stone count for another +1 on the attack roll or hit?
On hit, that's to hit with. I don't
Okay.
think the lucky stone. No.
Okay.
It's just to help you hit. So you deal 19 damage to the lad. You just blast a giant chunk into his shoulder, and he kind of kind of falls back a tiny bit. You guys are starting to do some pretty good damage. Do you want Grim or Reaper to do anything in particular? They can either get the help action or they can go attack, but they don't have magical weapons.
Then give the help action.
Okay. Who would you like to get the help action to? You can give out 2.
So I'll give one to Yami and I'll give one to Twig since you guys are next in the order. Well,
Twig,
after the elemental.
Pariah. So Twig
okay.
can. Would you like to give them more fast? So for effectively, you're getting everybody covered.
Okay.
So Grim will go with more fast. Oh, sorry. Dang it. No, I pulled out Reaper, not Grim. Sorry. And where did you want the other crow to go to?
One to Yami and one to Morfast.
Okay, cool. So they both fly off. Or as they fly with their fucking daggers, with their butcher's knife and serrated dagger in their mouth. Okay,
I
so
love
more
these guys so much.
when it is your turn, when you roll to attack, you get to roll twice for your next attack. Okay, and with that is the Earth Elemental's attack. And he, give me 1 second. Does it tell me? Okay. Weird. Doesn't tell me that either. Okay, so you see the Earth Elemental. You see him jump in the air and then into the ground as he dives underneath the ground. And he is going to come and explode in between the group of you. So he kind of sends you all flying backwards, whoever is there. So he's going to explode out of the ground from Morfast and Alfreda, shoving them away. And I will let you guys roll a d20 to dodge. You can either use athletics or acrobatics. So more fast and Alfreda.
Okay.
Hold on.
Because he exploded out of the ground from beneath you guys. Because that's his movement.
Well, that doesn't help me at all.
Okay. Eddie, you're good, so you're going to take half damage.
Alright, heart of the cards.
And so I will now roll for his damage. As he explodes out of the ground, he's going to roll 2d10.
Damn!
Oh my
So,
god.
Alfreda, you're going to take 19. Morfast will take half of that.
So 10 or 11?
It's rolled.
I'm sorry,
down.
9 or 10.
It should be 10.
Okay.
And with that, he will now go with his attack.
That wasn't even the attack.
Yeah, he was just moving. That was his ability, Earth Glide. He is then going to throw his hand into the ground and drag up this giant rock, and he's going to throw it at Geshwin. Let me just roll to see if I hit you. Because he is throwing a very large rock at you.
Do I get advantage because I have wings? I can fly away.
You're not currently flying. You have to. When it gets to your turn, you can fly up higher.
Shoot.
But currently, he's gonna get you. Okay, guess that. He rolled a 14. Does that hit? Yes, it does. Cool. So you.
Cool.
Yeah, it's the best. He's gonna throw this big ass rock at you. He's gonna deal 15 damage to you. Like I said, he hits pretty hard. So with his next attack, because he has multi-attack, he is going to look at you more fast. And since you are a smaller creature than him, he is going to attempt to do Earth's Embrace. He's going to try to grapple you. And if he grapples you, he can't burrow. He cannot use this attack again. But if he's able to grab you with his Earth Embrace, he can slam you, which is one of his bigger hitting attacks. So you need to make a escape DC 15 check. And you can use acrobatics or athletics to get out of it.
You said DC. Okay, 15. So roll a d20.
Yeah, D20 plus acrobatics or athletics.
All right. All right.
You
Yes.
evade his gigantic hug.
Yes.
Yeah, you
Big
dodge
dummy.
that moment from his crushing vice grip. And with that, that's the end of his turn. Is that your turn, Yanni?
Wait, doesn't he take 2 damage?
He does take 2 damage. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, you see
I'm mad
he's
at
still
him now.
here. You see his shoulders blown out. He's on fire, but he still seems pretty sturdy. All right, guess when it's not your turn. You have Grim who can help you out with your next attack.
Yes, I was wondering if I could get Grim to distract him so that I can use my max to like run up his not fucked up arm and like aim for the neck or something like that.
Yeah, I mean that's what Grim's sort of doing anyway. He's like, look at me. So you can run. You can fly up to his backside. You're gonna try to hit that same weak point.
Yee.
Okay, that'll be fine. So just roll for your attack. You have your oddly shaped light axe now.
Yeah, baby. Glorified light stick.
Yeah, I did change up the damage for it because it's been upgraded. So it does its 2d6 plus 5 plus your radiant damage.
1 for hitting. Okay.
Oh, I forgot what your roll to hit. Don't forget you have a proficiency. So that rate should be a d20 plus 4.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Which with that 15, with that additional 3 that you should be missing, you do hit him.
Okay.
I do need you to roll a second dice though. You need to take the higher of the two. So a d20 plus 4, please.
I need to make this 4, no problem. Boom. Oh, it was almost 17.
Yeah, so you take the higher of the two.
Okay. So.
Actually, because it's that. Oh wait, I forget your axe. Are you swinging for dex or are you swinging for strength? I forget which one. I forget which one you were doing. I think it's supposed to be strength.
I guess in this moment it'd be strength.
Yeah. So it's because I think I didn't do the stuff properly. You actually have a plus 6 to hit because you have the plus 2, plus 3, and then a plus 1. That's 6
Okay.
altogether to hit, and then
So
your damage should be 2d6 plus 6 plus your radiant damage. Okay, so you did hit him, so I need you to roll your damage. So 2d6 plus 6. Plus an additional. So you guys have to be added. So roll 3d6. 3d6 because you're doing radiant damage.
So 3 of them?
Oh, sorry. So your weapon does 2d6 plus 6 plus your radiant damage. That's an additional d6.
I gotcha. Okay, so
'Cause
3
your it's Lightbringer,
Yes. Well, it's been combined with the Lightbringer.
of course. But so you're gonna whack him. So you're gonna do 18 damage. You fucking clobber his almost destroyed shoulder. Let me just do that. That's gonna put him down pretty.
Take that.
He is not feeling it whatsoever. He's starting to get a little bit shaky in the knees. So that was your attack. Do you want to use a cantrip? Do you want to use a you still have your movement and everything to get away from him?
I was hoping to cast some healing on.
I'll let you cast a healing spell. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you need it, Rose?
Sorry, need what?
Some healing?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I was planning my next attack. I was so focused.
Healing. Okay. I guess I'll cast healing word then.
Okay, healing word. Da da da. Cool. So which level are you going to cast it at? Because you can cast up to 3rd level.
She's not too bad. Are you?
I'm less than half at the moment.
Oh, I'll do it at level 2 then.
Okay, so that's gonna be 2d4 plus your spellcasting.
2d4.
Oh wait, no, sorry. It's increased by 1d4 for each slot above first. Okay, so it's 2d4 plus your spellcasting modifier, which I think is wisdom.
Okay, 2d4 plus wisdom is plus 6. Boom.
Okay, Rose, you heal for 11.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Okay.
No problem.
Now, Geshwin, would you like to move away? Would you like to fly up? What would you like to do?
I would like to start flying just so that I'm maybe just like over where he can't like swipe at me, like just above him, I guess.
Yeah, because he's a very large character. If you go your full height, he won't be able to reach you. Besides the rock.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so you'll fly up to 60 feet. You're now away from him. Of course, he couldn't attack you with an attack of opportunity, so it's fine.
Try to hit me with a rock this time.
With that, that'll take that's the end of your turn. But now with you, Twig, what would you like to do? You have Hariah, who's giving you advantage, so your next attack, you can roll twice.
Right. Is his back currently turned to me right now since he was attacking Geshwin?
That is correct.
Perfect. Of course, I'm gonna be using Nodin's arc, but I'm gonna be. So, firstly, can I please get off the ground?
Don't forget, if you do move, your bow will lose its effects. So you want to attack first, then move.
Yeah. Well, first I'm going to attack with Rune of Steady Aim.
Okay,
Actually, no. Excuse me. Rune of Backstab. Sorry, Rune of Backstab.
The backstab. The backstab will happen no matter what. It's a passive.
Okay, good. Okay.
So you can either steady aim. Actually, I don't think you can just steady aim if you want.
Yeah.
The other one's also a passive.
Actually, could I use Rune of Life just in case he attacks me back?
Well, when you kill an enemy, Rune of Life will activate. So effectively, Rune of Steady Aim is your you have to activate that one.
Okay, then yeah, Rune of Steady Aim then.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And of course, I'm using my special arrows.
Yep. If you guys notice on Twig, on her back, her legendary item of choice, it is this giant, it's this quiver, but it has a gigantic Gorgon's eyeball on it. It is the Gorgon's quiver. She can tell you more about it if she wants to. But right now, that was her legendary thing that she received.
Yes.
Okay,
Nice.
now you need to roll for your hit, please.
Okay, so that would be
So D20 plus 7. At least that's what I'm reading correctly.
okay.
Ooh. Actually, you have 2 shots, so roll again. That's right. Because you steady aim.
So it'd be plus 7 again?
Yeah. So you're effectively rolling twice, taking the highs of the 2.
Yeah.
Damn.
It'll be 15.
Would you like Hariah to give you his help action?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So Hariah is going to hand you an arrow. Because effectively what you did was you yourself gave yourself advantage, but Hariah was there to give you an additional advantage.
So do I roll again?
Roll again. That's the great thing about familiars. They can bullshit anything for you.
Fuck. Come on now.
Okay, that's
That's better.
It.
Yes. Thank you, Ryan.
It took a lot. It took a lot out of you. Okay. So with that, you need to roll for your damage.
Yeah. So which is I forgot. Is it D? Is it?
So it's you have 3d10 plus 7 plus your d6 for backstab.
So what do I roll?
3d10 plus 7 plus a d6.
Okay, so I've got 3d10s. It was plus 3,
No, plus 7.
plus 7.
And then
Okay.
you add your backstab damage, which is d6.
Okay, so roll the d10 plus 7 first.
I think you can also click a d6 that roll that as well.
Okay, I'll just do that.
Now, you guys got a lot of massive damage upgrades with everything.
Okay. All right, I think I rolled right.
And then you add your 7s, that'd be 25 damage. Because 18 plus 7 is 25. So that fires itself straight into the back of the Earth Elemental. It roars in pain because that was a pretty significant hit. It is definitely not feeling this right now. It's starting to really falter in its place. You guys have really done a lot of damage to it. You did use your steady aim twig, so unfortunately you cannot move because you have to hold still. And I did read that it says you can't move afterwards. That's kind of its payoff.
Yeah.
But its attention's on other people, so you should be fine.
Yeah. Well, I thought I was doing backstab because his back was turned to me.
You did. Yeah, that's what that
Okay.
D6 is for.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Okay. You used your bonus action to use steady aim. You shot. You can't move, so unfortunately that's the end of your turn. Now with more fast. You still have Grim who's assisting you. What would you like to do, buddy?
All right. So I'm going to attack him with my brand new shiny weapon, my right knife.
Sweet, sweet, sweet.
Let's see. What's that?
I believe it did add the because once again when you upgraded from your blood sickles to the Ragdar's right knife,
Yeah.
the bandages also are now attached to the Ragdar's knife because that's your gift.
So that's bleed, right? But can the tree bleed though? Does he bleed like maple syrup or something?
Yeah, we'll say he bleeds. We'll say he bleeds some sap.
Okay.
You'll bleed the essence from him. There we go.
All right. I'm gonna roll to hit, and I'm gonna use luck and do that again. All right.
Okay, so you critted him.
Yep.
So with that, your plus to hit, you should have a plus 7 to hit because your dex, your proficiency, and your +1 from your dagger. Just for future reference.
Wait, what?
Your knife, you have a plus 3 to dex. You have a 3 to your.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I forgot it's +6. Okay.
But you're still good. You hit.
Yeah, and the first one wouldn't have hit, so.
Yeah.
So, all right. Cool. Okay, so let's see. 3d4 plus dex plus proficiency plus 1 damage. All right. 1, 2, 3. And then don't I get another d4?
So you have 3d4 plus
Yeah.
your dex plus your proficiency plus 1.
Yeah, but then I got a 20.
What's that?
So I got a crit too, so.
Yeah, so you're doing double damage.
Gotcha. All right. Cool. So it's 26 damage, you know?
Yep, so you just dealt 26 damage to the Earth Elemental. It also is now going to be taking your bleed damage. And I believe since you don't have a soul yet, you don't have any necrotic damage.
Nope. But it does take a d4, right? Oh no, the bleed is rolled every turn, isn't it?
Yep, so roll a d4 for d4. So d4 turns for d4 damage.
Got it.
That's 1 turn. How much damage?
Oh, I got you. Okay.
So he'll take 1 damage at the end of his turn for 1 bleed.
All right.
At least it stacks up. Now, your bonus attack, would you like to attack again?
Can I attack him with this dagger again, or no? Because I don't have 2 of them.
I assumed it gave you 2, so you can do it again.
Oh, okay. All right. So how does that? Okay, so with this one, how's that working? Do I just do a 3d4? That's it.
So you attacked with your one knife, and now you're attacking with the second one. You're using your bonus action to attack again.
Yes.
So you roll for hit.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's an odd. Don't
All
forget
right.
the roll here plus the hit. So 6
Do
plus
you get
7.
that with your bonus action though?
Yeah, because that's your
Okay.
rogue.
Okay.
You have
All right. So that's an 11. So that won't hit anyways.
well 6 plus 7, that's a 13.
Or 13.
But
do
you
math.
have Grim, who's giving you advantage, so you get to roll again. So roll a d20 plus 7.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm so rusty right now.
Nah, that's fine. Okay, that'll hit.
There we go. All right. So do I do just a 3d4 though, right? I don't add proficiency for the bonus action.
No, you add it all.
Do you? Okay.
Now, like I said, you guys got some pretty strong stuff now.
All right.
So that is 19 more damage plus the bleeding stack. How do you destroy this earth elemental?
I'm gonna cut his legs off, and then I'm gonna laugh and be like, ha, your soul is mine, because
Yep.
I can absorb souls now.
Yep. So as you guys watch more fast with speed strikes that you can barely even grasp as you watch him with a flurry of blades. He strikes into the earth elemental, slaying it, and you watch the essence of the earth elemental fly into his dagger. And so now you have one charge to your dagger now, more fast.
Nice.
Yep. You can keep track of that in your so however way you want to, just remember your damage and everything. And with that, earth elemental is slain. Would any of you guys like to excavate from the body?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
If all of you want to, roll me a d20 for each of you. Starting with, we'll go with you.
Oh, sorry.
Morphash, you find a diamond. Rose, you find a ruby.
What do I find a ruby?
Yep.
My favorite number is 17.
You find a diamond as well.
Ooh.
So we just need, I think, Lara and Twig to roll.
Alright,
Yeah. You find its heart, the heart of a stone golem.
cool. I'll put that in my backpack.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not much of use, but if you can infuse it, maybe you might be able to summon an earth elemental. Who knows? And now we just need Twig. Oh, let me just go check her quick. Okay, Twig. Yep, you need to roll.
Were you talking to me? I'm sorry.
Yeah, all of you are excavating the earth elemental, so I need you to roll a d20, please.
Okay. This one.
Yep, this one. Hopefully you don't roll a 1 because it's only one heart. You find a diamond as well. And you can just add that to your inventory, and with that, the earth elemental, it crumbles and falters, and it goes back into the earth, becoming earth once again. And Feng Shui, he shows back up and says, "Oh, okay, it looks like you defeated your enemy. We should be good for some time, but we must hurry." And once again, all of you together, just as a group, you guys just follow Feng Shui as everybody, as you all make your way up the mountain. For Twig and for Geshwin, you guys can just kind of fly up. The rest of you kind of have to do the hard track of having to walk up. And eventually, you guys, after a couple hours, make your way into the village itself. And you're making your way throughout the the province. You're meeting different individuals. You're talking to different people, and eventually, when you get to the very front, towards the very edge of the cliff, you guys see an individual standing at the edge of the cliff. He's meditating. It looks like he's doing his cultivation techniques to try to improve himself. Would anybody like to talk to him?
I have a mouth of food right now, so I don't think it's a good idea for me to talk to him.
Well, aren't we
Geshi's
looking
kind
for
of
your house?
Sure, but like, yeah, she's kind of a shy bird.
All right, I'll ask about Geshi's house.
I give you 2 thumbs up.
So Alfreda steps forward. She walks up to the person sitting at the cliff. He is heavily meditating. How would you like to wake him up?
I'll throw a rock at him.
I think it would be rude to wake him up, so I'm gonna meditate next to him until he's done.
Maybe you can meditate and go into his meditation realm.
Ooh,
And
can I do that?
Metaception.
You can.
I like that better.
that would be cool as shit. Excuse my language. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So you walked up, you start meditating next to him. The first couple of minutes, you're just kind of sitting there going, God, this is so dumb. I should just wake him up. No, I shouldn't wake him up. But as you start to take in the surrounding lands, the energy of the forest is flowing through you because as an aspect of Artemis yourself, you're very attuned to nature. And after a couple more minutes, you're now in his dream state. You're now standing next to this individual clothed in black and red. He is sitting there, shooting shadows from his hands. He's fighting a doppelganger of himself. He is practicing by fighting himself. And eventually he looks and says, "Oh, a friend. How can I?" And he looks at you and says, how did you make your way here, friend?" And he continues to fight the shadow that is, that's against him.
I'm gonna lend him my shield and tell him that I'm outside meditating with him at the moment, and I guess I came through.
He nods and says, "Okay, well, while you're here, while we talk, would you like me to come back to the real world, or do you want to get this conversation between us?"
I'm gonna roll with this for a second because I'm curious to see what he can do.
He nods. And, so you say, okay.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I assume you want to talk to him one-on-one.
Yeah. So I'll ask him about the area and maybe about who he is to see if he's like somebody important, like a ruler of this land.
Yeah, no problem. As you see him fighting his shadow self, the shadow self turns towards you and he stabs it in the back and the shadow dissipates. And he says, "Please join me." And he summons a shadow blade that he flicks towards you. And you guys start to spar with each other as you guys are fighting. He says, "My name is Wei Wuxan. I am the second in command for Governor Shi, the Dark Domain leader." So you're now in the presence of the second in command of Shi. So let me just type it for you. That's why you're not just like, oh, he's just making up bullshit names as he's going along. This way you can have some more notes. But he is the second in command for Governor Shi of
Awesome sauce.
Yep. So effectively he works for the Dark Domain world. And as you guys are sparring using his shadow magic, you guys are fighting against each other. He tells you, "Well, I made my way to the Forest Domain to see the lands for my mistress wants to seek to conquer these lands." And he throws up his hands and says, I know it sounds pretty brutal, but we're very efficient when it comes to the Dark Domain users. we're cultivators of the dark because, you know, in the absence of light, there's only dark, which everybody embraces at some point in their life. So he's a shadow user, and he's and pretty much he just told you that his warlord is looking to come to these lands at some point.
Is there
Which I
anything
can,
in these lands that is worth coming for?
he tells you that the forest domain, it's pretty popular because there's so much life and energy here that for somebody to hold on to it, it's a pretty important aspect. And going back to the center of balance, it is to the left of the dark domain. So it's like a next door neighbor. So it's effectively would empower the dark domain user, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
And he's like, "Would you like to know more about Lady She?"
Yes, please.
Okay. She is a dark mistress of the night. He he thinks about it for a couple seconds, and he's like, "She, everybody is afraid of her because she's a necromancer cultivator, so she deals with the dark, and a lot of stuff has stigmatized her to be evil, to be cruel, like fighting with the undead, stuff like that. But she's a gentle heart. She believes the dead have much to teach us. And though it may seem cruel to use the dead, she would rather use the dead that are already dead to fight for her than using the living. So he's just letting you know a little bit more about her. Um, she does care for the people, but she prefers the dead over the living. She will not kill the living. She just prefers the dead over the living because those are more friendly towards her.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, so
Very.
unfortunately, she's been stigmatized to be the bad guy. You know, it's not very black and white exactly, but that's what he's telling you. So that's up to you to interpret when you get to meet her. But as of right now, you have somebody that knows her.
Now, if I wanted to come there with my friends, would you be able to give us access?
He thinks about it for a couple seconds and says, "Are you a friend of the shadows?"
I'm a friend of all things.
He nods and says, "That's very respectful. Even in life and death, you must respect all." He's like, "If you seek the dark domain, I will allow access to it. So now you have access to the dark domain."
Awesome sauce. Do you want to come meet my friends?
He
Or do you have something super secret to tell just me before we meet my friends?
he looks into the he looks back where your friends would be and sees the shadows of each one of them and says, "I'm not really good in crowds. I He's like, I'm a bit of a loner, as you can kind of tell. Um, it'd be hard for me to speak in front of a crowd.
No, I
I prefer
respect that. All good.
I
All good.
but he goes over and says, "If you ever need me, I can give assistance if needed." And he goes over. He walks up to your shadow that's on the ground. He grasps the hands of your shadow, gives it a kiss, and says, "You've been marked by the shadow." And he disappears.
Okay.
Would you like? So you see on your shadow that you're on one of your hands of the shadow. It's a lot darker than the rest of it. Wish I could touch that symbol.
That's kind of cool. Okay. So we have a new friend. And he's gone. Am I back with everybody?
Um, yeah. So he effectively just disappeared from the group, and now
Uh,
you're back. Now you're back in the real world.
so there's nothing there that I would have kept private from the group. So I'll go ahead and share with them how this shadow mysterious stranger from the dark realm is now my friend and then booted me out of his head and communicate my thoughts on the kind of nobility or the nobleness of the Queen of the Dark. So I don't know if she's bad or good or somewhere in
Yeah,
between, just neutral.
The people dislike her. The Jade Emperor dislikes her. But she is a nice person.
According to her second. So, like, do we take it with a grain of salt? But he seems like a noble guy, so I'm conflicted.
Nah. You do see Feng Shui. He looks at your shadow, he nods, and you can tell by the interaction between the quick look he saw at your shadow. I think he understands what happened, and he's just gonna keep it between you two.
Okay.
Pretty interesting because you were like sitting there for like 20 minutes and I was starting to get worried.
No, it was a good time. We sparred a bit. It was athletic. I got a good workout, little mental workout. Got to work on the cognition.
But you didn't learn anything about my house?
I didn't learn about your house. My bad. I got other useful information though, so I guess we soldier on.
So, Twig, as everybody is talking and getting caught up with what Alfreda saw, you can hear this low whisper, like the winds flowing through the trees. You hear, find me, Twig. And you can hear the whispers of Levi talking to you. You can sense the direction from which his voice comes from. Would you like to tell everybody so you can follow the voice, or what would you like to do?
So I'm just gonna let them know that something is calling me. So I don't know. They could go with me if they'd like.
Yeah, and
I'm down for the trip.
Or I'm just gonna veer off and be like, guys, I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna follow after her.
Lead the way.
Okay, so would you like to tell everybody, hey, just follow me right quick?
Yes.
Okay. And once again, you hear, find me, Twig, find me, as you continue to hear these noises. So all of you kind of pack up. You start making your way throughout the forest, and eventually, you guys end up near the swamplands. And let me just grab all your characters. Sorry, I'm going to grab everybody. So you guys arrive at the base of the swamplands, which is weird because you were told this is also where Geshwin's property will be located.
Oh, this is perfect. I can possibly ask him.
And as you guys arrive at the village, Twig, you hear in your ear, are your friends my friends?
Yes.
Probably not more fast.
And I do give a warning that Morphast can be a little Scrooge-like.
Me, Morphast, how do you feel about all this trash talk? You've been gone for one section.
Wow, I'm friends with everybody.
Okay.
Don't throw a rock at him.
As you're hearing these whispers behind you, Twig, you feel a hand touch your wings, and you can feel them, being opened up and closed, and says, I remember you, Twig. And behind you, out of the shadows, you see this tall individual that stands probably almost 6'3". He's playing with your wings and says, I remember now. It's good to see you, Twig. And from behind all of you, without even any of your notice, Levi is standing in front of all of you. How do you react, Twig? Oh, what was it?
I remember him distinctively, and I run up and I jump in his arms and I give him a big old hug.
Yeah, because the last time you saw Levi, he was but maybe 12 years old, and now
With
he's
a
in
little
front
spread.
of you. He's easily 24, and he has grown much into a man. Of course, him with his whitish blonde hair and his deep, glowing blue eyes. He opens up his arms and says, "I would like a hug, please." And I assume you jump in his arms. You guys kind of dance around for a bit. Twig, would you like to introduce everybody to Levi?
So this is a good friend. Excuse me. So this is my good friend Levi. This is actually Medusa's son, and we go way back.
What?
Yeah. So Levi, he looks at the rest of you and says, "Thank you for showing. I appreciate you guys for finding me. I assume my mother sent you after me."
She actually sent me, but my friends are joining me. They're involved.
He nods his head. He nods his head and says, "Oh, good. Well, I've been investigating around this village. It's been emptied. There was reports of monsters in this area, and I was coming here to cleanse the lands around here." And he looks at you and says, "This wouldn't be important to you guys, would it be not?"
And I jump in and tell him that we are actually trying to find, is it Rose or Geshwin's house?
Geshwin.
Geshwin. So we're trying to find her house, and we were told that it was forest, swamp, and we're not quite sure, but it's could be infested with monsters.
He continues to nod about it, and he says, well, if you guys are here for that property, he does look, and on some of the houses, you can see like the owner of blah blah blah, and you can see in the owner sign it says Geshwin. Geshwin, this is your property that was given to you.
Convenient.
Yeah, but it's weird because there's no monsters about. It's still daylight hours, as you guys can see. Would you guys like to go check out the property to see if there's anything? Because there are riches to be found, as
Yeah.
we're told by the deck of many things.
We're all very greedy, so yeah.
I think Geshwin should go first, though, because she owns it.
Yeah. Is that what you want to do?
Makes sense. Yeah. I
Okay.
open the door.
So you guys can all go to different buildings if you want, just to find different places. The main building, which is going to be like your personal house, is that little triangular looking one over here in the corner, upper right.
This one here?
Yeah.
Okay. Spooky.
Yep. And Levi does tell you, well, something else about this place is there's one other house in particular. That over there, the triangle one he points out to, that's technically the mayor's house, but there's another house that I believe might be a part of your property as well. And he's just kind of mentioning it to you, just trying to, just point out to you. He's like, I could take you there if you wish.
Can I jump in the water to see if there's any interesting trinkets that have been dropped?
Yeah. Yes, you can more fast. As you think about the water, your god shows up and says, these waters are rich with vitality, with riches beyond. There's balance in this place because your god, since he's the god of balance, China is very it's a very special place for him because there's a lot of good and a lot
Yin
of
and
bad.
yang.
Yeah, a lot of yin and yang. So him and Discordia, this is this is from prime real estate, some would say. And
Might have to fight Gessie for it.
no, but you can jump in the water, and you do know that there are trinkets and other stuff in the water.
Oh, well, I'm gonna take a swim.
Okay. While you're gonna take a swim, would you mind rolling me a D100, please?
Heck yeah.
What is that? A 61?
Yep.
Plus 10, that's a 71. You find a chest.
Ooh.
You have to drag it out, of course, but you do find a chest in the water. It seems like whatever was here was just didn't give a shit and just started throwing shit into the water.
Oh, I'm gonna drag it up to Gessie and ask if she would like to help me open it.
Yep. And there on the chest itself, it has Geshi's name written on it.
Okay, that's
Huh?
kind of spooky.
Yep,
A
yep,
lot
yep.
of things are having my name on it.
Yep. So, with that, would you like to open up the chest?
I guess, yeah.
Or
But
fast?
like cautiously.
Okay. So you're gonna do it cautiously? I got it. More fast.
Am I ready in action?
More
Trust
fast.
this.
As she is going to reach down in to open up the chest, you hear some chattering noises.
Oh no.
The noises, they get louder, 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 louder. As you hear the chest, the houses, the boardwalk, the planks themselves eat, 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 eat.
Oh, it's a mimic.
You hear
No.
Chester pull on your arm and say, I tell her not to do that. And Chester, he pops out, of course, and he's your good little mimic buddy, because you can understand mimics. So this chest is throwing off some vibes for you.
I
just
wouldn't
gonna
open it.
Whisper to Gessie and say, "Hey, he said it's okay."
Okay.
I definitely open it.
Getchwin, as you cautiously open up the chest,
God, I
I
hate you.
am gonna roll a d20. You wanna have?
Make things interesting. I love it.
Ooh. As you go to open up the chest, your hand, you reach it out, and you see the chest. It bites at your hand. It deals 8 damage. Sorry, I gotta roll d8. It deals 4 damage to you.
Ouch. What the what?
Yes. It starts to rev to life. Just
That is a mean shaft.
You see Levi, he throws up his hand in front of Twig in a defensive motion, as well as Alfreda, who he's standing right next to as well, and he says, I don't like the look of this place. It's that the energy has changed. And more fast, you can also feel that change through your god. This peaceful village has now become active. You see Chester look at you and said, there's a lot of mimics here. And your own suit, which of course you're wearing, Chester's grandfather, he tells you that this is a mimic village.
What are you laughing about, more fast? You got something to say?
Oh yeah, he said we shouldn't open that, and it's a mimic village, so yeah.
I give him a middle finger.
So the chest,
The middle feather, you mean?
Yeah.
That is scary looking.
yeah, the mimic chest, it opens up and finally it starts to whisper, or it starts to make its clicking and clacking noises. The coins inside of it is how it talks, the clinging and clanging. He tells you that this is a mimic village. This mimic village is just, as it's stated, just where a bunch of mimics got together to form kind of like their own safe haven. And he tells you that monsters will be here at nightfall because that's when they return. He's sorry to have bitten your bird friend, by the way. It's just he didn't know if it was friend or foe because she was trying to unlock him.
Oh, I'm gonna say it's okay. She gave us a deck of cards that tried to kill all of us. So
Wow. Wow.
You see Levi, he does nod because he can also understand the mimic. And, but he's waiting for Morphath to explain it to everybody else.
oh
So,
yeah.
Say when I inform everybody about the Mimic Village situation.
Yeah. So this is a mimic village. It's just a whole bunch of mimics having a good time. It's great.
Does
Also
that,
there's monsters that are coming. So
does that mean I don't actually have a house? It's just a giant mimic?
yeah.
Would you like to go see the house?
Yeah.
Okay. So Levi, he looks at you and says, I can take you to it.
Well, I'm gonna need someone to translate.
Yeah, so Levi, he looks at you and says, oh, I can take you to it. Come on, Twig. And he picks her up and puts him on his shoulder. He's
Adorable.
they've known each other since he was a baby. And
He goes, I go.
yeah. And he kind of starts to frolic around, and you see Levi as he's walking around. You see him. He's making these clicking noises from his mouth. Twig, do you want to explain why he's doing that?
Yes. So I forgot to mention, my good friend Levi here, he's blind. So he uses noises. He's so in tune with nature, but he uses noises to get around so he can actually see you, but with his mouth instead of his eyes.
Yeah, and of course,
Location.
And so Levi, he turns to you, and you guys can finally see it. His big baby blue eyes, the milky in color. You can finally see that he's not looking at you that a person would normally would. It looks like he's kind of looking through you, past you, because once again, as Twig just stated, he is blind, and he's using a form of echolocation to find you guys, to find the objects, and he tells you, I know what each one of you look like because as the things bounce off of you, it gives me. It's like looking at a map with mountains. You can see the shape of how everything is by the different gradients. So effectively, as he bounces off of you, he looks over at Geshwin and says, I know you're a bird because your beak with its design bounces off in a specific way. So he's able to, so he can see you without having to see you.
Cool.
And another cool thing about Levi is, once again, he's the son of Medusa. He was an orphan. The reason why it's so nice is because anybody that gazes upon Medusa turns to stone, but he's blind, so he does not see her curse.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Nice.
Says, I think Twig, as she probably further explains, he was found as a baby on just the ground, and as she was turning people to stone by accident or by them attacking her, when she gazed at the baby did not turn to stone. Instead, it grabbed her finger, and since then, she has since raised him.
Adorable.
And he's also spent some time in the Feywild because as you look at him, he's starting to grow bits and pieces of Fey type magic. So his ears are getting a little bit longer. He's getting a little bit taller. He's getting a little bit more whimsical in design.
He's very good looking.
And with that, he leads you from the Mimic Village because you guys will be back at some point. But let me just Let me just get this going. He brings you to the manor house. So Geshwin, he points at the house as this. This is the manor house. Both the village and this house, I assume with your name written on the wall, it means it must be yours. Am I correct?
Would assume so, yeah.
So all of you are just kind of sitting here chilling, just walking up the planks, getting to the house itself, just trying to grab all of you. So many of you. He's just kind of chilling in the back. He doesn't really know what to do with the whole Levi situation, so he's just chilling in the back, just keeping quiet to himself. He does whisper to you, Alfredo, when you since you're in the back with him. He's like, "You do know what that art does, right?"
No, I would love to know what the arc does, though.
Sorry, the mark on your shadow hand.
Oh, no, I would love to know what the mark does.
He leans in and whispers to you, so only you can hear it. He tells you that by pressing that symbol on your shadow hand, whoever put it there will be summoned to your side.
That is wildly convenient. Thank you.
And he does tell you that he's like, you do have the touch of shadow on you, the curse of dark on you. Be careful, because if you go to the light domain, which is the enemy of the dark domain, you will be hunted. Because,
Not wildly convenient. That part's wildly inconvenient.
yeah, so be careful with the light domain. Just a little bit careful.
Now,
I cannot have you being whisked away again.
can I buy gloves?
No, if you look, it's your shadow itself that has the mark.
Oh, wow.
So you know
So
how
I
you,
can't
like,
buy my shadow gloves either.
No, it's not in season right now. So with that, Fang backs up a little bit and says, "I just wanted to let you know that in our travels, be very careful with who you side with, because the more you side with an individual, the other warlords will take that into consideration."
It wasn't necessarily a siding as a
friendly gesture.
a mutual understanding of neutrality.
Mm-hmm. So with that, you all are walking up the planks towards the house. Once again, Levi and Warfast. You can guess when? Can't you understand Chester as well? Because you got bit by a mimic.
Not sure.
Because remember when you went into the you were in the sewer system, you got bit by a mimic.
I do remember that.
Okay, so you can also hear this as well. There's three of you that can hear this right now. So Morfats, Geshwin, and Levi.
So I guess I just didn't hear him when he went for my fingers.
He whispered only to Morfast, just like in his ear.
Yeah, I'm
That's
sorry
true.
about that. So as you guys are walking over to the house, you can hear the house itself. No, everybody else hears like the creaking of boards, the tiles, slamming against the walls and everything. But you guys actually hear the actual sound of the house, and it tells you, "Why? Why are you here to attack us?" The house is talking to you guys.
You're so cute.
What was that?
I said, "Oh no, we're not here to attack you."
Please find my master, Geshwin. Geshwin, where are you? Protect us.
Oh my god! I race. I fly over to like where I think his eyes might be, just so that he can see me.
You see
I'm like,
you see
okay.
the door. When you look into the door, I forget what it's fucking called. Well, whatever. The door itself, it starts to morph into this mouse. It morphs into this face. He's like, "Who are you? Where's Geshwin? They need to save us."
I pull out the deed to the house, and I'm all like, "It's me, I'm Geshwin."
So you just pull out the deck of many things card that just turned into into the deed. He's like, "Oh, Gershwin, you're here! Please, please, you must save us. The village and me, we're in danger. There are monsters everywhere." It is now 3 p.m. As you guys can tell by the sun starting on its way towards setting.
Why are you in danger? Why are these monsters attacking you folk?
We don't know. They just showed up. We were peaceful. There was mimics everywhere. The coins, the chests, the chairs. We were such free individuals. And then these monsters, they came from nowhere and started attacking us. They ripped apart chairs. They threw the chest in the water. Children mimics, elderly mimics, dying. Telling me about how some of them are dying. Some of the fires they made, they threw the mimics into the fire to keep it going. The horrific screams that it's like they wanted to scream, but they had no mouth. How could the monsters hear them when they can't speak mimic?
Oh, no one messes with my new house.
And once again he tells you, they come at dark. Please, you must kill them. Please.
We will. I will be right back when we take care of this problem.
As you walk back, Levi does lean towards you again, Twig, and says, "This is why I was sent here. There's a great evil. Revenge must be taken for Mother's sake. We must
Absolutely.
avenge for these mimics. Everybody deserves to live."
Because I know more fast isn't going to do it, I let everybody know the situation.
Wow.
It's gone for one session, Jesus.
Are you ready? We're going to kick some ass.
I need to level up, so yes.
Hell yeah.
I want to kill some monsters.
Yeah,
So
I'm
with
down
that,
for some monster killing. My sword's my arrow's about to be attuned.
Yeah.
Nice.
So with that, you guys will make your way back to the swampland. You show up, the mimic is still waiting there for you, and he tells you, "They come at night. They come from all angles. Please, you must defend this village. We don't know how much longer we'll survive."
Looks like it's time for some separate and conquer.
Okay. So currently, you guys are able to take a short rest, so you'll be able to heal, get back your spell slots, things like that, before the
good.
enemies attack. So you guys need to fortify and prepare your defense for the village, so you guys can set up in different locations.
Oh, I'm definitely going to pick close to my new house. I'm going to keep him safe.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick this L-shaped building over here, and I know Levi's gonna go with me. So
Levi looks at you. "Do you want me to come with you, Twig?"
Yes, please.
Yeah, you see him. He jumps, and you see him dink, dink, dink as he dances across the
Frolics
wall.
like a deer.
Yeah, he's just like a fucking deer. And he tells you, he's like, "Twig, I can fight now. Nature itself has given me my powers." As once again, he's also a druid just like you. He can wild shape. He's got, I can explain more to you on what he can do. If you want to know more about Levi and what he can do.
Can't move my
He's
character.
amazing. He's amazing.
Can you move? So I'm gonna move it right there. Can you move it now? Guess one.
No, it moves everybody else.
Oh, that's weird. Try again.
No, it's still moving everyone.
What? That's so weird. Why would it
That's
do
cool.
I am God!
it? Okay, try it now.
Yes.
all of you are going to
Killing me
set
more
up
fast.
in your different locations. Is there anything you guys want to do with the village itself to maybe give you an advantage on the attacks coming in?
I would set traps.
Can
Alira, can't
I-
you make a structure of some sort?
You see what my spells are.
I would send Grim and Reaper up there to the tower so they can see.
Oh, that's right. Can't you see through them?
Yeah, I can, but if I do that, I can't. I'm like
Oh,
my
that's
own
right, then
character
you
is
can't use
blinded and
them.
deafened. Yeah.
Well, maybe put one up there and leave the other one with you?
With my staff, I have Wall of Force. That's an invisible wall.
Somebody had hid me under a wall so I could get dressed once.
Well, I did that was a minor illusion.
Oh.
I was just looking through some of the stuff right quick.
How far is everybody? Ooh, 70 feet.
Oh, I'll activate message in the meantime.
Ooh, good idea.
Yeah, because this building to my left and the tower above me is completely. It's not defended.
Uh-huh. Oh, Geshwin, would you like to summon your spiritual weapon in the meantime? Because like I said, you guys are kind of preparing right now, so if you can
Yeah.
prepare whatever you can, try your best to. Let me get our hugs for you, Alfredo.
Yes, please.
Um,
If
I'll
it
take
makes sense,
Arias.
I have a bow and arrow, so I can go to the tower and shoot from up top.
Yep.
Okay, I can.
And that way I can kind of like get this area-ish, if that works.
Because would you guess with your spiritual weapon, would you like to place it in a particular location?
Yeah, I'll put it behind where like I can't really get to very quickly. If something were to happen, it'd be there to
I got
quickly
it.
command. Yeah.
More fast, I assume you're going to sit in that little location with the smith.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Ilara, where would you like to hold yourself? Are you holding yourself right there, that center gangplank, or?
Yeah, I want to keep myself here, but I do have a question. If I used Wall of Force and I did it, like, I guess where around this little mimic is.
Yeah.
Are
you trying to cut off a location?
Yeah, if I try to cut it off there, could Alfredo still shoot? Yeah, she can shoot like around it, so then she can hit anyone that tries to go there.
Give me 1 second. I was trying to.
Like if she had an angle where she can like kind of hit someone like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna put the line right there. So that's gonna be a force wall. So if any enemy wants to get across the bridge, they kind of have to go into the water and then get back onto the bridge. So it's gonna be very inconvenient, especially if they can't do that.
Can I also cast Beacon of Hope?
What's Beacon of Hope do again?
I have a. Sorry.
The targets are filled with hope and vitality. Until the spell ends, each target gains advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws. When a target receives healing, it regains the maximum number of hit points possible.
Okay. Do you know how many people it targets, or?
It's in a range of 30 feet, so it would definitely reach Elira and more fast.
Before you guys, because is it a location spell or is it something you give to somebody?
It's a ranged spell, so it kind of like engulfs everybody into like a little light. Because it just says the targets are filled with hope and vitality.
It has a range of 30 feet, like you could shoot at 30 feet away. So before you guys went to your respective locations, Geshwin gave every one of you the Beacon of Hope ability.
Oh, okay, cool.
So until the spell ends, you all have advantage on your wisdom saving throws and death saving throws. And when you receive healing, you gain the maximum number of hit points. That includes potions.
Yeah, baby, we're keeping everybody safe.
Oh, with that, Geshwin, you hear the fluttering noises from the heavens above. You see Bob, who is flying down to a breakneck speed
What's
because
this crazy guy doing here?
well, what's this little goober doing here? He arrives and appears before you, and he tells you, "Oh, I tried to catch you back at the water area, but you left. So I showed up here. Then he went to the house, and I showed up there, and then he came back here. Whew, I'm gonna work out." But he's going to hand you your new suite of the.
What great timing.
Yeah, well, what great timing. Ooh. So with that, he hands you the note, which was handed by Nougat himself. He sits there and goes, "I found this delicious recipe with some spices, with some treats and desserts." So he was trying to go for something a little bit spicy with this particular dessert, and he made some dragon's tongue. It sounds a little bit weird, but go with it. It is effectively a Molotov.
Oh,
You can eat it, and it's a very sweet but very spicy. So it's like sweet, sweet and spicy. So like one second it's sweet, the next it's spicy. It's like a sour patch kid, but the opposite. And
Shoot.
so it's a 2-pack. So it's like a little bit of it's like a cake, and it has 2 packets. You can crack one of the packets for the sweet. You crack the other packet for the spicy. But if you crack it together, you notice that it ignites into this greenish, bubbly mess. And if you throw that, it's an explosive. But if you put it on the bun, it's just a sweet treat, sweet and spicy treat.
How many was I given?
It does a D20 damage, and you got 3 of them.
Nice.
And it has a 10-foot range of explosive.
And you said 2d20s?
1 D20,
Oh, 1d20.
but it has a 10-foot range. Or it has a 10-foot explosion range.
Sheesh.
And you can chunk this thing about 60 feet. So that should be pretty good for you.
I give Bob a letter with my thanks, saying I'm loving these more spicier treats.
He salutes you. He bobs a little bit, does a little bit of a zigzag dance. Looks over at Grim and Reaper. He nods, and he takes off into the skies.
I quickly just fly over to Morphast, and I give him one of these dragon's tongue and explain to him how it works.
Ooh, thank you.
I feel like you'd be able to use this pretty good.
What's the damage for it?
It's 1d20.
Okay.
Okay, does anybody else have anything to prep for?
I would like. Thank you. You. Never mind.
I was thinking ahead of you. Twig, would you like to use your shield to cut off another location?
Actually, yes.
So, would you like to explain the shield to everybody?
My Medusa shield.
Yep.
Yeah. Give me just a second. Okay. That's a lot to explain.
Yeah, and just tell her why you have the shield, and then we'll use it.
Because I wanted it.
So Twig pulls out this gigantic shield that has the head of Medusa engraved onto it. This was the weapon used against her, but she has since retrieved it. It's a very gigantic shield, almost like a shield wall. It gives +4 to AC if you use it. And It's got some other buffs to it, but currently it's big enough to block off an exit or entrance. Where would you like to, if you go to the pen tool in the left of the screen, go to the little freehand squiggle, you can like draw like a line, like that, for example.
Okay. Can I put it in this back corner? Or does it have to be near me?
You can put the shield wherever. You just need to cut off a location if that's what you wish to do.
Back here. Like, right here.
Okay. So, what? You want something like this? Or you want something like this?
Further back, so on the other side of the bridge, behind the house.
So you want something like
There.
that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you're gonna try to cut off cut off from both points. I got you. So your shield's gonna be placed right there. You'll also retrieve it later if you survive. Ooh. The
Well, I
chest,
would hope so.
yeah, the chest. He's just gonna sit on the bridge, and he tells you that he'll do the best he can, but there's only so much they can do because the mimics themselves, they're not great fighters. They just kind of vibe. Okay.
A rousing game of survive the night.
Yeah. So with that twig, where would you like Levi to be located?
Close by.
Okay. Yeah, he can sit right there. I'm saying you're gonna stand on that cart, so you're gonna have a little bit of a height advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So with that Levi, you hear him go, bear stance, and he grows parts of his body into the shape of a bear, and he gains some extra HP, and he's a lot more burlier. And he takes on physical aspects of a bear, and he's just kind of waiting to pounce on anybody that gets too close. And so with that, are all of you guys ready? Is there anything else you'd like to prepare for?
I can't
Can
do anything
I-
with an immovable rod at this point, right?
You can, if you wish. You can cut off maybe some of the doors, maybe.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
let's do that. Let's put an immovable rod somewhere. They can't move it.
Okay. Any particular spot you want to try to cut off a doorway? You can
Yeah,
put.
so I like what she's doing over here, like since this seems to be the most vulnerable area we have right now. You guys agree?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking like maybe over here so that way they can't have free access to kind of
Because they could swim under the bridge.
right, like if they come in here, like if they somehow get in here, they'll just kind of be stuck for me to pick off.
You can also, with the immovable rod, because it holds in place, you can place stuff on top of it or like attached to it because it's not going to move. So you can put like an explosive on it, or you can put like a bag with like some of Morphas's ball bearings, for example. Don't forget, you also have that Morphas, so you can put down some of your ball bearings and locations.
Hey, don't touch my balls. I was gonna do that, but I feel like I use them too much, so I was like,
You are 1800. That is for sure.
I've never been disappointed when you use the ball bearings though. Like they always come in handy.
You gotta home alone this place.
Yeah, so I mean, the immovable rod is there for whoever wants to use it however they want to use it if it holds stuff, you know? I think it can hold like some insane amount of weight.
Yeah, it holds up to like what, 8,000 plus pounds.
Something like that.
You can take a piece of a tree and just kind of lean the tree against the rod to like make like a makeshift wall if you wanted to.
Oh, that could work.
Okay, cool. So is there a particular location you want it at, or?
So if that's the case, should we be cutting off like here then? I'm sorry, I don't know if you can see me. Like,
Yeah, I can see you. I can see you.
like
If you
somewhere
wanna
over
use-
there.
Do you have the pen tool?
I don't think I have a pen tool.
Like, so in the upper left, you see how you have the person icon?
Yes.
You see the ruler underneath of it?
Yes.
Do you see the boxes, like the tile controls?
Oh, maybe? Is this? No, that did something else.
Do you see anything that looks like a pen or a pencil?
No, there's nothing that looks like a pen.
Ah, damn. Okay, I thought you guys had access to doing that. That's fine. As I said,
I think only you do.
Okay. But I can draw wherever you want it to.
Yeah, so I don't know how big it gets. Hold on. Let me look at it.
Because mainly you're trying to cut off certain points this way. If they do show up at like, let's say like right there, like you can cut off that little X this way.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's cut off that X this way, or yeah, that works.
I gotcha.
So
Or
that way
you
they
could
can only
do,
like funnel in one spot. Or maybe I'll cut off not there, but here,
like,
adjacent.
right there.
Yeah.
This way they can't get to you except unless they come straight up out of the water.
Yeah, so that way we can kind of block off how they can rotate around the,
Okay.
because it's cut off
Cool.
over here and then over here.
Okay, so it looks like you guys got a lot of your stuff prepared and ready for. It is now 6 p.m. The sun is cresting across the sky, or not cresting. It's it's now evening. It's about to turn into night. Is there anything else you guys want to do before it hits night?
I've done everything I can think of.
Question with spells, like we can only use those on enemies, right?
If you have anything to prep for, maybe you can set like a trap or something. You can do it.
Well, I was thinking of entangled. Like, could I like use like that as a way to make a trap, like with vines or something that they would have to like cut their way through?
Levi, he tells you, well, I can set runes on the ground. Maybe I could put your entangle rune on the ground.
That would be fantastic.
And so for any of you spell users, if you kind of want to, Levi can set runes on the ground. So if you want to put a spell in a rune, he can put one for each of the spell users among you. So, for example, you can put an ice knife on the ground if you wish, Rose. And for you, Geshwin, you could put like a healing word in one of the runes that one of your own allies could set off. So that's kind of what Levi's kind of offering right now.
I think I have one that I'd like to use. Shatter.
Okay. Where would you like the shatter to be located?
It says it's a 10-foot radius, so I need to put it away from everybody else.
So 10-foot radius. Trying to go to it right quick.
So I'm thinking that's probably around here somewhere or in this area somewhere.
Because that's a 10-foot radius right there.
Okay, and that doesn't hit anybody, right?
The map's a little bit wonky, so I will understand where you're trying to get at, because you have to watch out with some things.
Yeah. Yeah, so maybe like here, right here, where my...
Okay, cool. So that's where you like to set up your shatter. Yeah, we'll just set it right there. If an enemy steps on that, it'll shatter in 10 foot, okay?
Thank you very much.
Yep. So for
Can I?
Oop, what was that?
I was just wondering if I can do the whole runes on the floor, inflict wounds.
Yeah.
Right in the entrance of my new home, just in case if anything happens, there's like a last line of defense.
Yeah, no problem. Blah, 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 blah.
My entangled is 120 feet, so that would be almost the entire play.
Well, that's the range you can use it.
Oh, okay. Just
where would you like it to be located? Right where like Hariath is or something like that, maybe on the bridge between you and Hariath and Levi.
Yeah, kind of like in this vicinity here. Yeah.
Okay.
So if they come up towards Hariath, yes. If they come up between the two buildings here,
so we can do
or even come this way, yeah.
Do something like that. Maybe they trigger, like I said, pretty much it's going to be that little focal point.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, right. Something like that. There we go. So that'll be entangled. We have shatter. We have inflict wounds, Ilera, and Morphast. Because technically, Morphast, you're a spell thief. Any spells that any of your friends use, you can steal the essence of it and then use it yourself. So you two can also place one of their spells. So Lara and Morphast, do you guys have any spells you want to set on the ground? Of course, you guys are going to be resting. This is what Levi did earlier in the day when you guys had the chance.
So, question: will this use up a spell slot when it goes off?
No. So what Levi did was he's like, hey, we're going to take a rest in a little bit. Let me set a rune on the ground. Put your spell into it. We'll we'll rest, get back our spell slots, and you'll be good to go.
So, at what level then? Because if I were to cast this at a 3rd level slot, it would
Yeah.
increase the damage by 1d8. So, is it at the minimum slot or at the maximum slot that I can do it?
If you haven't used your maximum slot up until that rest, you can.
Awesome. So, I'm going to do it at the maximum.
Okay, you just have
And
to
it won't
remember
cost me one during battle.
Nope.
Awesome
That's
sauce.
why Levi's pretty good. He can set runes.
Like this guy.
Yeah.
Me too.
He's a cool. Thank you. So, Ilara, do you want to set any runes? If you have any, you can set an Eldritch Blast or something.
Yeah, I have a quick question. I have like 2 spells that I could use, but it says it can light stuff on fire. No, a lot of this is wood. So would it light this on fire? Because I'm trying to avoid that.
The planks of wood, they're saturated in water, so they'll be okay.
Okay.
The enemies are going to be set on fire.
Okay. And then one other question. If they're in the water and I use like an electric spell,
Ooh.
would that do more damage to them or just do the base amount that it's here?
I'm probably going to say that's pretty cool, so it's probably going to do more damage. Because the rule of cool rules in this court.
I might want to move my rune now. I got thunder damage in mine too.
Yeah, so like I said, it's up to you guys. Just you said Levi, he can do it. He can set the rune. So it's just up to you. So Lara, what spell would you like to use?
Let's do Eldritch Blast because I'm going to save something for later.
Okay, the Eldritch Blast. You're gonna set it. Where would you like to set it at?
I'll set it like right here just in case they come around.
Gotcha. Okay, and for you, Morphast, you've seen all the spells that have been used. Which one would you like to set? I think you're muted.
Oh, whoops. Can you remind me which ones are available?
We have Entangle, we have Shatter, we have Eldritch Blast, we have
Inflict.
Yeah, Entangle.
Okay, where would you like to set Entangle at?
I guess like right here.
Okay, yeah, we can set it right here. Just really go on the defenses right there. Okay. Like I said, we'll have to remember some of these. I might have to add some questions to remind myself, but I think I got a good idea where most things are. Okay, with that, it looks like we got a lot of the stuff prepared. Are you guys ready? It's now 6:30. The sun is about to hit nighttime.
Let the
Physically,
monsters
yes.
come.
Emotionally,
No.
You can hear the mimics. They're scared, going, "Oh, they're coming. We can hear them." Oh.
Oh God.
fear not. Fear not. We will protect you.
Is there like a mimic bomb shelter anywhere so they're not like collateral damage?
Every building, every wooden plank is a mimic.
Ah,
This is a gigantic symbiotic creature at this point.
gotcha. Copy that.
This is so cute.
Okay, I guess with that, I think it's about to become nighttime. So as you guys are waiting into the wee evenings of the hours, the sun slowly starts to descend down.
Well, that's
down.
cool.
I'm turning
TK, you
off
were
all my
so
lights.
impressive.
And it is now nighttime. Can you guys see this? Or, yeah, I can turn it back to day, but
Maybe just up just a little bit because I'm having trouble seeing it. My brightness is all the way up.
Nah, I'm going to turn it back to daytime. Just know it's nighttime. Because I don't really have, a good range I can do with all this.
Gotcha.
I do want to see something right quick. I wonder, can I do this? Wonder if that'll do it. There we
It
go.
just got foggy.
And
That guy.
I was saying how foggy it is to say that's too much. That's a little bit too much. I had to try it.
That's
Uh,
cool though. Yeah, let's leave it like that.
I wonder if
That's
I can
nice.
do
A nice foggy swamp.
And it's raining.
this.
I'm all for it. I love it.
That makes it dark. I like it. Bring back the rain.
Yeah, I want to bring back the rain. I just had to get rid of the fog. There you go. So with that, as the sun sets across the sky, you hear the as thunder and the noises. You can hear the marching of enemies. You just hear all these noises, monsters laughing through the night. You hear them cackling. What we do today, friends? Shall we kill the mimics? I've grown bored of them as it comes from the different as it comes from the surrounding woods, from the water. It sounds like they're coming from everywhere. And I just wanted to see something right quick. I just want to see what that'll do. Switch layer, come on. You can hear the different noises. You hear thunder hitting the water as different places are struck by it. The weather is getting pretty bad tonight. And Levi leans in close to Twig and says, "They're here." And from the waters, from the trees, from the ongoing land, you see these lizard folk and all manners of other creatures bursting from every way possible. Some from the water, some from the land, some from the tree lines. You guys are gonna be surrounded by these lizard folks. And they're just so many of them. They're just everywhere.
Gonna regret coming here.
I have a question.
Sure.
Can we bring out Mr. Bullywug?
Yes, you can. You can bring out Hop Pop. I forgot. I thank you for reminding me to bring him out. I forgot all about him.
That is
Who
a
was
shit
it
ton of
that
lizards.
had the, was it Rose that has the mark? You can also summon him too.
So I'm holding off on him until I figure out how good or bad that really is.
So I think from what you could tell, he offered you his help. So if you need him, call him. He's a friend.
Yeah, so yeah, when I need him, I'll call him. At the moment, I'm not sure how competent these lizard people are.
Okay, so let me just get out Hop Pop. There you go. You hear him croaking his war noise. And Hop Pop has joined you guys. You have since upgraded him. And now you have Hop Pop that is ready to fight. Now let me just get his name so you guys can see him. He is friendly. Update token. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see Hop Pop now. Did you want Hop Pop in a particular location, or did you want him up there with you more fast?
I think he should stand on top of this tower over here and just, that way he can jump on his enemies and kill them.
You mean the one with that Chester?
Yeah.
Okay, so Hop Pop, of course, he jumps his way up there. He jumps up with ease, and he's like, "We're gonna get him." And so with that, more and more and more of these lizard folk are showing up, and it's starting to get a little bit dicey because there's just monsters. Nope, that's enough. There we go. And you start seeing the lizard folk. They actually pop out of the water itself. They are surrounding you from all these different angles, just trying to make their way
Oh my goodness.
to attack. Like I said, there's a good little amount of them. Just want to make sure I got enough of them.
Good thing we prepared.
Enough. He said, I'm not
Oh.
sure if I have enough.
Yeah, because you
Oh
guys
my-
may be dealing a lot of damage, but that's to a single target. Can you deal with multiple enemies?
Oh my god. Please. No, stop.
There's quite a lot. I roll.
You're going to be doing this for like 3 Sundays.
That's all of them. So with that,
What the?
the cleave rule is in effect. So if you're swinging through an enemy, any excess damage will go to the next enemy. Okay.
Okay, cool.
I don't think I understood. So if
So
yeah,
let's
no.
say you shoot your arrow at a lizard folk, Alfreda. If it's enough damage, it'll fly through it and hit another lizardman.
Oh, cool beans.
So these are kind of like fodder enemies. They're still strong because there's a lot of them. It's just they're a lot weaker. That makes sense.
Yeah,
So
got it.
There's like a swarm mechanic going on. Okay, and with that, can all of you enter combat for me? I'll get Levi in here.
So how do we do that? Do we hit the toggle combat state?
Yeah. So if you right-click your character and you hit the little sword and shield, that'll bring you into combat. And then you roll your d20 so we can get you your your initiative.
Did you add me?
Oh yeah, sorry. I didn't know if you wanted me to do it or do it yourself. I can have you, Rose. Yep. and
Oh,
you're
sorry.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. I just need to make sure everybody's up here. We got Rose, Rebecca, Yami, Eddie, Twig, Levi, the Mimic, Hop Hop. So I think that's everybody. Yeah. We will not be adding the Lizard Man into this combat, into this particular thing. That'd be a fucking nightmare. So I need all of you to roll for your initiatives. I think I'm just the last person. Let me roll for that. Let me get the Mimic.
Isn't that funny if we both rolled a 7?
Yeah. You see Levi go, after you. And let me just get him. Cool. Okay, so with that, we're now going to begin combat.
Oh, it was almost a 2.
Yeah, you see Hop Pop. He sees the lizard folk in the bottom right, and he goes, "Not in my house!" And he throws one of his spears on his back at the lizard folk because he's got some spears and some other things that can help him out. I think he's got a plus. What's his thing? He's got a dex. Okay. He's got a +3 to hit. Thank you. Come on, close. There's a lot of enemies on screen. So is this lagging you guys out a little bit?
A little bit. It's not too bad.
Okay. I might delete some of them, and I think it also might be the rain effect. So it'll be whatever. Actually, I think I am going to get rid of the rain effect because I think it's lagging me out a little bit.
It's good on my end.
Yeah, it was good on mine too.
Nah, it's just, I think with everything I got on my screen, it just adds to it. Okay, so Hop Pop, he's got to do his thing. Roll.
Go Hop
Ooh,
Pop.
and he hits the Mimic. No, not the Mimic. Ooh, no. He hits the Lizard Folk, and he's going to do some good damage with that spear.
It's a tanky boy.
Yep. He gets a D10 because he's chunking that son bitch. And like that, he does 9 damage to the lizard folk, and it goes right through its chest. It's still alive, but it is fucking hating life right now. He goes and he's like, "That's not all." With his multi-attack, he throws another one. So he's throwing another spear at the lizard folk. Unfortunately, that is a miss, so that's the end for Hop Pop. So now we're gonna go with you, Rose. It's now your turn.
Yes, so I am going to shoot a thunderclap arrow, and I'm gonna
You wanna go-
shoot it at
You want to try to hit a group of them?
I'm trying to find the spot that's gonna hit the most that are around me immediately.
Like
So I'm
10 feet or
thinking,
something?
no, he's the closest. Can we hit this one? How many would this guy hit?
Or
Yeah,
The one that's
'cause
closest to
it's
me.
a 10-foot range, right?
I think so.
Okay. With a circle I just placed, it can hit 4 of them.
All right, let's do that.
Okay, so you just let an arrow fly through. We're not going to roll for hit. You're just going to hit the water and it's going to explode out. You said they need to make DC saves, right?
Yes, 15.
Like I said, they need a 15. Let me just roll some D20s. I'm going to roll 4 of them, and then we'll figure out if they succeed or not. Only one makes it. So 3 of them will take full damage, another one will take half. But because of the double damage, because they're in water and using thunder, it's effectively going to deal double damage and regular damage. So just roll your damage die
Okay,
for the attack.
so it's 2d8.
Okay.
Um. Oh. Nice.
So you're going to deal 15 damage to one of the Nagas and 30 to the 3 other ones. With that, the arrow, you hear the thunder and the lightning as the lightning surges through the water, and you watch as 3 of the lizard man are just disintegrated by the thunder.
oof, nice.
And I just use
The
this
last
again.
one is also gonna get pushed back.
Yep, let me just use this right quick. And
Ooh,
so
I
just-
like those.
Yeah, so actually this direction. So just you send the wave out, the thunder hits them all. One of them is very badly wounded. The other 3 are just destroyed.
Nice.
And this one just gets pushed back away. Okay, what else would you like to do, Rose? You just destroyed 3 of the Nagas, and you have full charged your bow because you got 3 kills.
Nice. I actually am going to use. Let's see. I'm trying to see thunder. Oh, it's from self.
Mm-hmm.
Uh. You know what? Let me just throw hugs at the last few.
Okay. Where's that throw hugs? You want to throw it to the 2 on your left or the 2 on your right?
Let's do the 2 on the left just to clear out this area if we can.
So roll for hit for hugs. I think it's a D20 plus he's currently your level, so let me just fix him right quick because he's always gonna match you. So he has a +3 to hit. So it's a D20 +3.
Awesome.
That is a hit. You hit both of them because he bing 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 bings. And I need you to roll his damage, please.
And he is a D8.
Because you've grown in power, so has Hugs. You're now doing 2d8
Nice.
worth of damage. So I need you to roll that once. That's going to be 10 damage. That kills off the Naga, the lizardman that had been previously thunderstruck. And the other one, you can see he's kind of concussed by the hit from Hugs. And Hugs, bing, 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 bounces right back into your hand when you catch him. And he goes, "Yay, I did it, Mom, I did it."
Which I can't hear because Geshi's really far away.
Yeah. And so with that, unless you're going to move, Rose, I think that's the end of your turn.
That is the end of my turn.
Okay, now we're going to go with you, Lara. What would you like to do?
Well, I take out my my staff. If I did lightning bolt on the water, because it goes 100 feet in one direction, so I can hit 2 people.
Yeah, you'll be able to hit some people.
Okay.
Which area to use?
I'm gonna use it like this, so I can hit this guy here and then this guy up here. Or this one.
Okay. I didn't know you were using like your explosive arrows or if you're using anything in particular.
I'm using my staff to throw lightning bolt.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Because your quarterstaff is now one of your spell focus.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So, what spell are you using?
I'm using lightning bolt.
Oh, that's what the weapon itself can do, right?
Yeah. So I'm using another 5 charges.
Oh, okay. I'm still gonna use the staff of power, which is the weapon that Alera got. I know we should have talked about the legendary stuff you guys all received. Okay, cool. So I need you to roll for hit.
I would add my charisma modifier.
It should be D20 plus 3 plus 4, so that's 7 right there, plus 2 because you have a because your quarterstaff gives you a plus 2 to attack. So you have a plus 9 to hit.
And then my lucky stone, so plus 10.
Plus 10, yes, you have a plus 10 to hit right now. Oh yeah, you got him. And so you're just gonna shoot some lightning. What's the damage on it?
It's 8d6, but they have to make a dexterity saving throw of 15.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll for one of them. Whatever he rolls, any excess damage will just shoot past him.
Okay, so he failed.
13 looks like he does not succeed. So, so that's 20 times 2 because of the water, because you're shooting the ones in the water, correct?
Yeah, and since he failed, he takes the full damage.
Yep. That's gonna be about 40 damage. So, which ones were you hitting again?
I was hitting this one because it goes in a straight line, so it'd be this guy right here.
Okay, so this Naga completely eviscerated by the lightning, and the one in the very back, he's on death's door. He hits himself against the tree, and he's as your thunder has just ripped through him as well. He's barely holding on, and you've killed one Naga.
Nice.
Pretty neat. Would you like to do anything else?
Yeah, I'll probably just cast Eldritch Blast on this one back here. Actually, no, the one closest to Geshman. That's the one I'll attack with it.
There you go. That's pretty much what you did. You just shot out the lightning.
Okay, so.
Okay, and you said you're gonna Eldritch Blast. And
Nice.
The one closest to Geshman, yeah.
The one closest to the Geshman? Okay, yeah. Just roll your damage and just tell me how you to kill him. Because there's no way he's surviving.
Actually, I get 2 beams from that. Can I just have the beam push him so far underwater he just drowns?
Absolutely. They swim in water, but they can't stop that. So you just Eldritch Blast at it, just destroying him, sending him underwater, never to be seen again.
Nice.
I turn hearing the noise and I see the laser coming from you, and I'm all like, thanks!
Okay, anything else with your turn, Illyria?
My turn.
What was that? I didn't hear you.
Sorry, I'll just end my turn.
Okay, so with that, we're going to go with you, Yami. It's now your turn.
Okay, Can I take my spiritual axe and can I only hit one of these guys, or how many can I hit with it?
You only hit one right now. They're not close enough. You might be able to cleave 2. You might be able to do 2.
Because I was hoping to hit this guy first and then immediately ricochet and hit this guy.
We'll see how much damage you do. So let's go with the Naga that's closest to the spiritual weapon. So roll for it.
Okay, so gotta remember. 1d20 plus 6.
because it should be your D20 plus your charisma modifier plus proficiency. That is a hit, and I need you to roll for your damage.
2d6. Die.
Ooh, some pretty good damage, but the lizardman, it survives. You crack its skull, and like one of its eyeballs pops out of its eyes, and it's like, "I'll get you for that." And now, guess when it's now your turn. Would you like to attack? Because that was your spiritual weapon doing its own thing.
Can I? How far can I jump?
Well, you can fly. You have 60 feet flight.
Oh, okay. I was kind of hoping to jump so that on my downward, I can like hit my feet against the axe that's currently in him to like finish the job.
Okay, if you just want to fly over, you can just attack again if you wish.
Sure. I fly over and I pick it up and I re-hit him.
Yep, so you just go over there, you just use your own hammer against him and just kick it into his face. We'll just use the same damage again, and that'll kill the Naga. And with that,
So just...
the Naga is completely eviscerated by your attack.
Nice.
Okay. Anything else that you want to do with your turn? She moved. I think that's a bonus action because all you did was just shove it more into his face.
I give encouraging words to the house.
The house shakes and goes, "Thank you, thank you."
No problem.
And with that, we're not going to go with you, Eddie. It's now your turn. Okay, so you're going to get yourself, you're going to dash on over there. Do you want to land in that exact spot? Because these runes, unfortunately, they can, a friend or foe can trigger them. That's the unfortunate part about runes. But you are close enough that you can dive into the water after the Nagas. It's fine. I know what you're trying to do. You just want to go after that one. I think you're muted. You're muted, Eddie.
Oh my god, I was talking this whole time.
Yeah. I was in there commentating for you. That is a
No, I was replying and you were saying things as if you heard what I was saying, so I'm so confused.
I had a feeling I knew what you were trying to do, so I was just playing along.
Oh
So, with your first attack, you did.
It was kind of wild to hear him.
I'm gonna use a luck point and try that again. I'm so sorry.
Nah, that's fine.
All right. So
that's a hit.
All right. Okay, so let's see. This is with my right knife, so this does 3d4 plus 7. Okay.
Plus a d4 for necrotic damage.
Yes, exactly.
Because for every soul charge to your dagger, you deal 1d4. So you just dealt 18 damage.
Yeah.
That lizardman is still alive. Just barely split its
What?
throat, bleeding out.
What? All right. Well, I'm gonna stab him one more time because he's a jerk.
Yep. You're gonna use the other blade you got.
Yep. Okay, that's the hit.
That is a hit, and with the damage you do, you're just gonna kill it. So that lizardman, as you stab into its neck again, its soul is drained into your dagger. This thing is dead.
All right, I got 2 souls now.
Yep, you got 2 souls in the dagger. So with that, you used your movement speed. You attacked twice.
Yep.
Anything else? I think that's all you can really do.
That's all I can do.
Okay, cool. With that, we're now off to Twig. It's now your turn.
Okay. Am I close enough to attack?
Yeah. If you use your bow or use your spells, you're good.
Yeah. Okay. I want to aim for these 2 down here, down at the bottom, past Toriah. Let's see.
Yeah, no problem. I'll take a shot at one of them. It'll probably bounce off that rock and hit the other one, depending on what damage you do.
Question: when I use my bow, do I have to use one of the runes or no?
2 of your runes are just passives, so they just always work. You don't have to use steady aim unless
Okay.
you want to. Horias can give you advantage if you wish.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot. I'm just gonna shoot.
Okay. So on the D20 plus 7.
Yeah, and then I can't forget the quiver. The
Yeah,
about-
the quiver, I added the damage to it to your rolls. So you'll be fine. That's why you have 3d10.
Okay, cool. So I need to roll.
You need
I
to roll.
forgot. So is it a D20?
Yep, D20 plus 7. I think that's what your hit modifier is.
Yep. Give me a second. I gotta pull up the
Yep, it's
where
plus
is
7.
it? Yeah, no. So I had to fold my laptop.
Okay.
Yeah, it was starting to get heated, so I had to give it some airflow. So give me a second. I gotta. Yeah, there it is. You said plus 7?
Yep, so D20 plus 7. That hits. Wait, give me a second. I actually don't think that does. These are the
Oh.
folks have some good natural armor. Yep, it does not hit. Would you
Oh.
like to use Goliath to give you advantage?
Yes, please.
Okay, then roll your dice again.
Okay. Sorry, it's taking a minute.
That is a hit.
There we go.
So now you can roll all your damage. Their backs are not turned to you, unfortunately, so you don't want to get the backstab off.
That's fine. So what is it? Is it a D8?
It's 3d10 plus 7.
Okay. And then is it also, oh, because it's not the backstab, so I don't get that.
Yeah, you have a d6 if it's a backstab, so it's 3d10 plus 7.
Okay.
Let's see what you roll. 24. That arrow flies past. Horias is tracking the lizard folk. The arrow hits the rock, bounces off, hits one of the lizard folk, killing it outright, and hitting the next lizardman in his head as well. Just, ah! So some of the damage was cleaved through the first one into the second one. So
it's kind of like half damage, I'm assuming.
Now,
I'm guessing
22 of the damage killed the Naga, and 2 of the damage went to the next one.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yep. If that gives you guys an idea how much HP they have, wink, wink. Okay, so that was your main attack. You still have a bonus action and your movement.
I'm actually going to wait. So I can't move.
You can. You used Horias to give you
Okay, so I'm actually not gonna move, but I'm gonna fly.
Okay,
So.
cool. You just want to fly straight up into the air.
Yeah, let's say about 20, 30 feet, somewhere in there.
Okay, so you're well above the house. You're 20, 30 feet above. No worries whatsoever. Okay, anything else?
Could I use a spell?
You can use a cantrip. I think you can. I think the best one to get is control flames if you want to cut off another point.
Yeah. Let's see. What are my cantrips?
Mending, druidcraft, shillelagh, and control flames.
I guess I would do control flames.
Okay, so do you want to use that to just just cut off another portion of the bridge?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Any particular location, or you just don't really care?
I would say right here.
You want to like right there?
Yeah.
There you go. So you sprout some flames that are above the thing, making it just that much more difficult for the Nagas to get up there. Okay? And with that, we go to Levi's turn. He's like, for Medusa. And you see him just, he jumps into the water after the Naga, and you hear him just, alligator. Just, he turns himself partially into an alligator as he dashes into the water, and he goes right up to the Naga, and he is going to roll for his bite attack. Let's see what he can do. That is a hit, and he's going to deal some good damage. Hopefully. He does 20 damage to the Naga, biting off a huge chunk of it. Not killing it all the way, but he's going to roll again for his other attack. He's going to try to bite it again. So, let's see what he can do with that. He'll hit, and with the damage that he can do, there's no way he can't kill it. So he just with one massive chomp, he finishes off the Naga, killing it. Okay, cool. So he did that. He has multi-attack, and for his bonus action, he's just gonna sit there in the water. He's gonna do a hide action. So he's just gonna sit there in the water and just kind of float down to the bottom, waiting for anything to walk by him. Okay. With that, we have the mimic. It's just gonna kind of sit there and ready in action, and in case anything comes near it, and it's gonna end its turn. Before we get back to Hot Pop, all of the different lizard folk, they're going to start swarming their way to get up to wherever they can. He's still in the water. He's going to jump up here. He's going to have to go around this way because he's been cut off. And so more and more of these Nagas are going to start making their way across.
Making their way downtown.
Yep. They're all being a little bit annoying. There's a lot of them towards where Geshwin and more past are. This Naga's going to jump onto this bridge. He's going to trigger the shatter.
Nice. Ooh, I've been waiting for this.
We're going to have this Naga. He's going to jump into the entangle. This Naga is going to get close to where Levi's located. These Nagas are going to have to jump into the water just to get around the force walls. That's going to stop them. And then we have this one, which is going to try to get up there with Chester and Hop Pop. And we got this one that's going to try to get up here. He makes his way onto the bridge itself. And with that, you guys see more rumbling in the water. You start to hear other noises. The lizard folk are like, yes, rise.
Oh no.
And from the water, you see this gigantic dragon turtle rise out of the water and been laying motionless the entire time since you guys arrived. And it is now active. And it is hungry. So, with the things I can do, the dragon turtle is going to launch itself towards your direction, Alara. I need you to roll me either an athletics or acrobatics check.
Wait, before you do that, technically he's in the range of the shatter.
Okay. So we'll do the spell effects first, and then we'll go with his attack. So let's go with Shatter. He stepped on the rune. There's no way it doesn't hit him. So you can roll for your damage for that, Alfredo.
Sure. So it's 3d8 because it's cast at a 3rd level.
Yep.
But since it's raining, do I get the advantage of thunder damage?
He did jump out of the water, so he's completely soaked. So we're gonna go with that.
Actually, it's
Thunder
4d8 because it was cast at a higher level. So would that make it 5d8 thunder damage?
Did you say it was 3d8 when you first
So
said it?
it's 3d8 on a second level. It's 4d8 at the higher level. So it's 4d8, and then with advantage, would that be 5d8?
Any thunder damage is doubled.
Oh, damn.
So that'd be 8d8.
So 8d8 it is. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Also, question: since I killed a monster, does that mean that I gain another level?
You do gain another level. We'll get that at the end.
I forgot about that till now. I was like, oh, okay.
So that means you will now be level 6 along with Gishwin. So 48 damage. The Naga completely. What was once a Naga is now nothing.
Like, I just want it to be like a burnt spot on the floor.
Oh, absolutely. It has just destroyed the fuck out of him. And with the effect as well, it radiates as well. Ooh, get back here, you.
Oh, wait,
Sorry.
I fucked up. They have to
What
make a Constitution saving throw.
There's no way they're saving it.
Oh, okay.
It happened and it did it. So it explodes out. So they're gonna take the full damage, which is 48. That Naga, he's just gone. He never stood a chance. And the giant dragon turtle, it takes a very big chunk of its HP.
Nice.
Because that one's actually gonna enter in combat. And let me just do some HP checking. I think that's there we go. You just did a tremendous amount of damage to this dragon turtle. It's not feeling too well. It's very pissed off. So we're gonna do the entangle onto the next Naga down below. How does that read, Twig?
Sorry.
Your entangle spell. How does that work?
Give me a second. My thing's being slow. Tangled. It's range up to 120 feet. Okay, casting one action. Constraining plants erupt from the ground in the spell's area, wrapping vines and tendrils around creatures until the spell ends. The area is difficult terrain. A creature in the area when you cast a spell makes a strength saving throw or it becomes restrained as the plants wrap around it. A creature restrained in this way can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC, freeing itself on a success. When the spell ends, the plants wither away.
Okay, so there's definitely no save. It's not gonna make a saving throw because it's a room, so it's just it's a massive amount of vines and tree roots and everything entangled this Naga. Anything that tries to walk past this will also be rooted. That Naga, he's just kind of held in place right now. Just so it's not that it can do. So it's not been entangled. So good on you. Levi, he's gonna take a chomp at this Naga that got near him because he's waiting at the bottom of the pool of water, waiting for some unsuspecting foe to get near him. So he's got an opportunity to attack the creature. Ooh, unfortunately, that's a miss for him. He completely misses. And now we are with the dragon turtle. That was everything, right?
What?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So the dragon turtle is going to launch itself towards you, Alara. I need you to do DC 20 athletics or acrobatics check.
Okay.
You succeed. I need you to make your way either to Geshwin or to Twig.
Okay, I'll move up toward. Okay, I don't want to jump in the water. Can I go this rock?
Yeah, apparently you're right now you're escaping from the snapping turtle.
Alright. Yeah, I'll just go this way.
Yeah, so you haul ass. Grim and Reaper, they're just gonna separate from each other just to get the fuck out of the way. They're just flying in the air, so they're completely fine.
Okay.
And the dragon turtle, I'm trying to grab Grim, launches itself on top of the pier, and it crushes most things beneath it, besides some of the housing and some other stuff. Some of the mimics, unfortunately, are going to be crushed by this, but you guys are trying to save as many as you can. That Naga beneath the dragon turtle, it is definitely killed. Do not end up beneath the dragon turtle if you can help it. What trap was that one set below you guys?
Eldritch Blast.
The Eldritch Blast goes off because of how massive the turtle is. So if you can, roll damage, please.
Since it's 2 counts, would I roll 2d10?
What's that?
Since I can, like, my Eldritch Blast, I can do 2 beams, so that'd be 2d10s?
Yeah, because you're doing 2 beams. You set your Eldritch Blast to the max level, right? Or the max like spellcasting level?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, cool.
I'll do that.
I didn't know if it increased the level per how high of a spell usage you put it at.
Yeah, every time I cast it above... So at level 5, I can do 2 beams. And then as I level up, I can do more.
Oh, okay. But yeah, since you're doing two rage, of course, it's 2 d10s.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, I forgot to add a 1 to that. Oh, wait, no, I don't need a 1. Just 17.
Okay, so 17 more damage. Just as the Eldritch Blast, blam blam, hits into the dragon turtle. It's definitely not feeling too well. It's kind of hating you guys. You're harshing its vibe.
I'll dibs on its corpse.
Yeah. So with that, the dragon turtle, it's done with its turn. It crushed everything below it that it possibly could. It triggered the trap. And now we're back in turn order with Hop Pop. Hop Pop, he sees the dragon turtle. He's like, this isn't looking riveting at all. And
I love
he's
the
like,
puns.
I'm gonna leave that to you guys. He's gonna chunk his spear down at the Naga below him, just because he needs to try to get rid of as much of the trash crew as possible. So he's gonna throw a spear. He's gonna miss. He's gonna throw another one. I'll say this will land. Nope, he just misses. There's not much he can do. He's just gonna prepare his bonus action to react to this dragon turtle in case it jumps at him. Okay, with that, we're now back to you, Rose. What would you like to do?
So I have did I roll that? Oh, something just
Rose,
rolled
you
on my
muted too.
screen.
Yeah.
So can I use Fireball
Muted.
in a line? Because it technically
we
says
can go
that.
on with somebody else's turn until she gets back. With that,
I'm
let's go
sorry,
to-
I didn't realize I was muted.
Okay, so we're back to you, Rose.
I pulled an Eddie, my bad.
Wow. You guys are being real mean to me.
You shouldn't have let the mimic bite Geshi's hand.
You got one girls' night out and look at you, just a bunch of chatty Cassies.
So can I cast Fireball in a line? Because it says technically it bursts out in like a moat.
Yeah, like it has an explosion radius, so it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit if you're aiming. You'll be able to hit all 3 of the Nagas.
So it has a range of 120 feet. So I was actually wondering if I could like hit these 3 Nagas and then like, because it also says that it'll like bend around corners and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I was wondering if I could like ping, 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 and then over to this one and see how many of these I could hit.
It's either you either have to hit the Naga, the Dragon Turtle, or you can go for that big group over there near Morphath.
Yeah,
And hit
that's what
all
I'm
of
trying to do is to like hit as many as possibly possible, but I was hoping I could still hit these 3 in front of me, like they were all still kind of in range, like everything on my side and like the top half.
You have to pick which group you're gonna hit with that type of spell.
All right, so I'm gonna do this one over on the more fast gushy side. Like
Okay.
all of these.
You aim it to hit all 4 of them, you'll be completely fine. Or all 5 of them, you'll be completely fine.
Awesome.
So I just need you to roll.
Without hitting more fast or gashy though, because it's like that's what I'm scared of.
But yeah, I know what you're trying to do, so you're good.
Okay, cool. So I am going to roll. Hold on. And oh, what is it doing? Hold on. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Roll. There we go.
That's gonna hit them all for sure.
All right, and then because it's raining, do I have disadvantage on this roll?
We'll be fine. The fire burns hot enough. It's bullshit fire magic.
Okay.
We
So
love
that
bullshit fire magic.
so that is hold on, that's the wrong one. Where's the damage on this?
It's a fireball spell, right?
Yeah, it's not showing me the damage. That's so weird.
Yeah, I know there's something weird going on with
Oh,
Foundry
it's
right
six.
now.
It's 6d6 fire damage. I found it.
Okay, cool. I thought it was 8d6.
No, because I'm only at a 3rd level.
Oh, okay.
Do I keep the modifier on for damage also? The proficiency modifier?
Yeah. Because you have your proficiency should be for your hit. Right. You can add it. I don't care. Proficiency plus your intelligence modifier.
Oh, if not, we can take away the +3.
Yeah, it's fine. Just add it all together. I don't care. It's good. Do your damage.
All right, so it's 25 then.
Yep. Okay, so that's 25 damage. That kills all the Nagas.
There you go, guys.
So you have completely cleared out that entire area over there.
Yeah.
Your bow, unfortunately, it can only hold 3 charges. If not, that'd be a lot better for you. But you have a maxed out bow right now.
Yeah, I haven't even used the bow yet. So that was a spell, so I can only use hugs at this point, right? I can't do an attack from.
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna give Hugs a big old hug and shoot him between these 2, in front of me.
Yeah, I mean he'll ping between all 3.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I just need you roll for hit right quick. Just see if you crit. That was a hit. That is exactly their AC. So
nice.
You hit all 3, so roll for your damage, please.
Oh wait, it's 2d8, right?
Correct. So right now you have 10, so roll another d8. Okay, so you did 11 damage to each one of them. And
Nice.
ping. They took a lot of damage from that. They're still kicking, but they're not feeling too well. And Hug bounces right back into your hand as usual. Okay, do you still want to stay in the tower, or do you want to try to jump out of into the water or something?
No, I'm gonna stay in the tower.
Okay.
I need to put my cloak to good use.
Okay, so with that, we're gonna go with you, Lara. It's now your turn. You just saw the Nagas got cleared out by Alfreda's fireball. You see the giant dragon turtle that's now beached itself onto the dock. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna move myself onto this rock right here.
Okay.
So I'm not in the water. Yeah.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna summon undead in a putrid state.
Okay, cool.
And have a range of 50 or 90 feet, so I want to put them like right here, in between these 2.
And that's using your power.
Yeah,
your
that's my
spell.
actual spell. Yeah.
Okay. Is that your actual spell?
Yeah, I haven't used any real spells yet. I've been using everything from the staff.
Okay, cool. I believe we talked about this. I think I have the NPC for you.
Yeah, he should be here because I see him in the NPC slot.
There you go. Boom. Undead spirit, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So you summon this undead spirit. Where's it located?
I want to move him like right here between these three. So can I move him? Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Okay, so you summon it over there. Okay, cool. Oh no. I think I slingshot it by accident. I'm sorry. I'll go grab him. So you summon this undead spirit. It's just gonna spawn in between the three of them. Would you like your spirit to attack?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
cool.
I do.
What's it doing? I forget what it does.
It has putrid claw because I have him in that state. Or rotting claw, sorry.
Okay, so cool. So you're gonna do a rotting claw attack? Gotcha.
Yeah. So that's. I'm gonna roll to hit. Roll to hit is +6, and then.
I'm gonna back up right quick. My thing's acting up.
Okay.
And I'm back in. Give me a second. I think there's just so many things loading on the screen that it just acted up on me.
Not that I'm adding one person.
Okay, cool. I'm back. Okay, so you're doing your Puja Crawl attack. Can you re-roll for your hit, please?
Yeah, so it's +7, I think.
What's that?
I think it's a +7 because it's +3 plus the spell's level and then my lucky stone.
Okay, yeah. So that definitely hits. You're gonna hit one of them. Okay, cool. So you need to roll for your damage, please.
$1d6 plus 3.
Plus the spell's level. So that's at what, T6 plus 8?
Oh my god. Okay. 6 plus 8.
That does some pretty good damage to one of the Nagas. You do have multi-attack, so you can attack again.
The same one again.
Yep. So roll to hit. Definitely a hit. Now roll for your damage, please. I think pretty much whatever you roll, you're just gonna kill it. Yeah. You killed this one. So this Naga gets slain. It is destroyed. Okay, so you summoned your undead spirit. It attacked. You used a little bit of your movement to get onto the rock. Anything else?
I think I can just use Eldritch Blast again. Wait, does it have that far? Sorry, give me 1 second.
No, it's no problem. Because if you use a main spell, you can only use like one main spell.
Yeah.
So I think you use that to summon the undead spirit.
Yeah, I did. I was trying to see what the range of Eldritch Blast was when my computer being weird.
Actually, can you even cast that right now since you used the main spell?
Oh, you're right. I can't. Okay, so it's gonna be my turn.
Yeah, I gotcha. So with that, and now goes to Morphin. Sorry, Geshwan, my bad. Geshwan is now your turn. What would you like to do? Would you like to focus on the dragon turtle? What's the plan?
Oh yeah, I am focusing on this giant turtle. Since it's close to me, can I grab my spiritual weapon and kind of do the same thing I did last time and fly over to it and then like use my momentum to like, I don't know, kind of snack or something?
The spiritual weapon, it can do it by itself. Because it's acting like its own entity right now.
I thought it wasn't close enough. I would have to move it, but if you say I can do it, then yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely move it, and the dragon turtle's fucking massive. You'll be able to move it and get in close enough so it can hit. So you can just something like that, and then you can smack the dragon turtle.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you're gonna do that. You can. There's no way you're not gonna hit the son of a bitch. So we'll just say it just hits because he's that fucking massive. He's an
Okay.
he's an extra large creature.
Okay, then I will go for damage.
Because I want you guys to be able to focus on this guy right now, and not worry about his AC.
Boom.
13 more damage. It screams in pain, but it continues to fight. Fuck! It does it every time. I can't have one good thing in my life.
Okay.
He's
Can
back with a vengeance.
can I then come over and then use the spiritual weapon myself?
Please, God, why?
It scared me.
If it happens again, you slay it. I'll let you have it. Please, God.
Yeah, you
so
let me. Can I attack it with my spiritual weapon?
Yeah.
Same thing. Okay. It's gonna hit no matter what, just like before.
Yeah. We're just
Okay.
gonna go with that so we can speed this up a bit.
Okay.
Okay, 11 more damage. Goody. It screams in pain again. Cool. Anything else?
It's still alive?
Yeah, it's a dragon turtle. It's very much alive.
Gosh, I really wanted to use my freaking animate the dead spell.
Okay.
Again, I called dibs on his corpse.
Okay. So did you use your main action?
I think that was my main action, yes.
Because your hammer is acting on its own, or like bonus action or whatever. So you still have your
Right.
main attack, your light axe.
Oh, I can still attack it with my light axe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because don't forget, you're attacking for yourself, and your hammer will attack for itself.
I thought because I also used the light axe,
Oh,
that was
okay.
my attack.
Okay, so you use the axe to attack again. I got you. So your turn's over then.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
Okay. So with that, it's now your turn, Morphax.
Right. I'm just gonna walk up to him and stab him in the face.
Yep,
We love to see it.
Yeah. Once
So-
again, you're gonna hit him. So just roll your damage.
All right, got it. Okay.
Now you have two
so-
souls. You have two souls in your dagger, right?
Yes. So
Okay.
added 5d4. Okay. And then when I have, when I have 5, it'll be like 8d4. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's gonna be quite a bit.
Okay, plus 7. There we go. Okay.
So 20 damage. It screams in agony as it's hit with that. Still going. Would you like to attack again?
Yep, I'm gonna hit him again.
Yeah, hit him again. Gotcha. Oh, don't forget your bleed.
Yeah. All right,
So
so
we'll
there's
do-
the second
so
attack,
next bit of damage. Thank you.
and then bleed
And I get
is
2 stacks of bleed.
okay. So I forgot what bleed is.
Yeah. So D4 turns.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so D4. You want to do 2d4 or just one?
Do 2d4 because now it's being applied twice for that amount of turns.
Okay, so
So
5
5
turns,
turns.
and then
Let's see
just
how much
one
damage you're gonna do.
d4 damage, right?
Yeah.
2 damage.
So it's gonna be 2 damage. Gotcha. So effectively, for 5 turns, you're gonna take 2 damage. That's pretty good. What else was there? Yeah. Okay. Cool. So at the end of its turn, it'll take 2 damage. Oh, roll another d4, by the way, because that
Another-
damage goes along with it. So you have d4 for d4 turn. You have d4. So now it's gonna take 6 turns. Since it's a stacking bleed, that's how that's gonna work.
Got it. Okay.
So effectively, you could get it up to 20 damage per turn.
Ooh.
because it's stacked. So now it's gonna be taking 6. So you're getting close to maxing. Okay, cool. So with that, you attack twice. You I think that's everything. You moved, you did all that. Anything else?
That's it.
Cool. So with that, we're now going to Twig. It's now your turn.
Okay. Let's see. That one. Okay, so this one right here. Can you see my? Did my? Okay, that already got that with the entangled.
Because he's entangled, you just got he can't move, so he's just stuck there. So you're just gonna hit him.
Yeah, I could hit him, or I could possibly try to hit the ones behind me. I am up in the sky right now, so I can kind of see everything.
Or you can focus the dragon turtle. It's up to you.
Yeah, he's pretty big. I know his HP is probably pretty high. Yeah, I'm gonna aim for the dragon turtle.
Okay, cool. So you're just gonna take a shot, no problem. Horizon there for you if you need it. You can't miss, so you're just gonna roll for your damage.
Okay, so that would be and his back's turned to me too.
What's that? Yep, and his back is turned towards you. He's all back to you.
So what do I roll? D20? Or no, it's just damage. So it's the D10.
Yeah, it's that 3d10 plus 7 plus d6.
Okay, so it's 3 plus 7. And then plus the D6, right?
Yep.
Wait, why didn't that? Let's try this again. There we go.
Let's see what you got. 24 damage, not too shabby. The dragon turtle, after receiving this amount of damage, it starts to show a lot of signs of fatigue, bleeding, and a bunch of other things. And it's as it's starting to kind of freak out because it's been taking quite a lot of damage.
Good. He deserves it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, would you like to move, Twig? You can stay in your place. Anything in particular?
No, I'm just gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay, cool. So with that, we'll go to Levi's turn. Levi, next to the Naga, he sees the lizardman, Naga, whatever you want to call it, and he's sitting there going, I really got to focus Dragon Turtle. Killing it will probably scatter the rest. And you see him burst out of the water, and he's starting to make his way over to the Dragon Turtle. He's going to take 2 bites against the Dragon Turtle. And he's gonna hit twice, so we're just gonna go on ahead with that. So he's gonna hit twice. So no, get rid of this. There's no way he can mess this up. He's gonna roll. He himself is also gonna do 21 damage, taking a huge chunk out of the dragon turtle. And you can see that it's starting to lose more and more of its energy as it's slowly but surely is dying. You guys have done considerable amount of damage to the dragon turtle. And cool. With that, Levi's done with his turn. The mimic, it's gonna take a bite against the dragon turtle because it moves closer to get to it, and it's gonna take a bite out of it. See how much damage he do. He'll do 2 damage, not the worst. And with that, we will now go to the dragon turtle. You see it roar as it's in pain. And you start to see familiar signs of the lightning storm brewing up more and more as lightning keeps calling itself down. He is going to use his special ability Lightning Storm. It's a once per day ability. Hundreds of arcs of lightning crackle from the dragon turtle. Each creature within 90 feet must make a DC 17 dexterity saving throw, or they are taking lightning damage on failure, or half on success. So I need all of you within 90 feet. That's all of you.
Am I
Wait,
within
I can-
90 feet?
Let me just do something right quick. Because I know the map's supposed. I know the map is in of itself. It's supposed to be like half the distance and stuff like that. Like that's technically the range it's supposed to be. Twig, you are technically out of the way because you're 20 feet up higher than the range itself, so you actually be fine. So all of
Okay.
you that are in this zone, you need to make me a DC 17 six. So Ilara, you fail. More fast, did you want to re-roll with your luck dice?
Yeah. Probably
Yeah, you got two. Okay, so you need to have DC 17.
Nope.
Again, you have one more lucky dice.
Well, I have the all or nothing.
You've only used your luck roll twice, right? Or
No,
did you use it earlier in the day?
Yeah, that's the third. You know what?
Okay.
I'm feeling lucky. I'm gonna roll D100, and if it's odd, then it's pass.
So odd is pass.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Because if not, remember,
Nice.
I would have taken double damage.
you would have taken double damage. So you are only going to be taking half damage from this. Okay, I also need. So Grim and Reaper, they're just gone. They're just up. They're just chicken roast on the grounds right now. Hop Chester. No, Chester's not really a combat thing. He should have been in your backpack. Chester's fine. So it's gonna be Hop Hop Levi, your undead spirit. Ilara, that's just gonna die. I just know that for sure. Okay, so I need to roll for Hop Hop. Let's see if he's lucky. He's not. So we're gonna go with Levi. Let's see if he's lucky. I think he's got a +4, I think. Nope, Levi is not lucky himself either. Oh.
What is a 1d20?
Oh yeah, guess when? I think you need to roll me a DC 17.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Roll a D20. So DC. So you need to make a dexterity saving throw. So you need to do a D20 plus your dexterity.
Oh.
If it's not 17 or higher, you're taking full lightning damage. That succeeds, so you're only going to take half of it. And let me just do that right quick. Yeah, because it didn't tell me how many fucking dice it used. 86, gotcha. Nope. So the lightning turtle, the dragon turtle, it arcs with lightning as hundreds of bolts from the sky start to rain around it. And let's see how much damage it deals. Okay, so for all of you that failed, it is raining. It is raining. You guys are all soaked, and lightning damage has been buffed. So all of you that are in the water, or so effectively all of you are soaked. 54 damage to all of you that take it normally. 27 is half. If that makes sense.
Yep.
So am I getting hit too?
No, Twig, you're fine because you were in the air 20 feet up, 20 or 30 feet above, like the house, so you're completely fine.
That is super powerful.
Yeah. So I believe Ilara, you took 54 damage. Yep, you're down. Geschwin, did you succeed or not?
I did. So
You
I
did
got
you-
half the damage.
Okay. So you just took the regular 27.
Yes.
Hot Pop, he unfortunately has been knocked out. The Nagas, they all fail. Levi, he's gonna take the full brunt. He's shocked, but he's still holding firm. The Mimic chest, unfortunately, it is killed off. And your spiritual weapon, it's gone, Geschwin. More fast, you only take the 27. I think she succeeded, right? Yep, you did because
Weapon?
Was it?
My weapon.
Yeah. So with that, the dragon turtle, lightning hits everything, knocking out a couple of you, hitting a bunch of you. And with that, that's the end of its turn. The other Nagas, after seeing this, they all jump into the water to escape from it. Because they don't want to keep angering. This one's stuck, though, so it's kind of stuck there. Let me just move this out of the way. Okay, so with that, Hot Pop needs to make a death saving throw. Can you make that for me more fast?
A what throw? Oh, Dex.
Death saving throw.
Does he get
have a-
advantage because of
for being in
Geshi's
the-
spell?
Yes,
So
yes,
what do
yes.
we roll?
A straight D20. You need to do it twice. 10 or higher.
Yeah. He
Nice.
did have
He jumps up
nice.
and he ribbits the life. And he's back, baby. Now
I
he's
love it.
laugh.
Yeah.
Woo!
Laugh. Hot Pop is back up with 1 HP, baby. Okay. Yeah, we're almost there. So Rose, it's now your turn.
Yeah, so I'm gonna shoot shatter in like this kind of area so that way, or let's see, hold on. I'm gonna shoot shatter down here so that way it only hits the turtle.
Yep, I gotcha. You're definitely gonna hit, so just roll for your damage.
Sure, so that was 8d8, right?
Yep.
Plus my modifier.
Oh no, how are we gonna revive her?
31 damage. The dragon turtle, it is being eviscerated by your attacks. It is it's slowing down very dramatically. It won't be before too long before it gives into its own weight and perishes.
All right, I'm gonna
and
use my bonus action and chuck hugs at him.
Oh yeah, you'll just chunk him from a distance. Just roll his damage.
Sure.
So you're 2d8.
He's 2d8.
Yep.
One. Roll.
Doing 6 more damage. The dragon turtle being pinged off by an even smaller turtle as it flies back in place. The dragon turtle is still kicking, but barely. All right, we'll go. Elara, I need you to roll me a death saving throw. You succeed. A quick little thing is while you're unconscious with that, because you need a couple saving throws to get back up, or a couple fails to die, you're in Discordia's plane of existence. She's currently trying to walk you through the steps of death. Like, it's fine, honey, it's fine. We all die. Well, I don't. You do, but it's fine. And with that, that'll be the end of your turn. It's now your turn, Yami. What would you like to do?
I would like to hit him with my max.
Okay, you hit it with your max. I got you. You're going to hit. So just roll your damage, please.
Yes.
So 2d6 plus 6 plus your radiant
Yeah.
damage. So 3d6.
I just okay. Wait. 3d6?
Don't you have radiant damage on your weapon?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Go for it.
Okay. I keep forgetting I have that.
I don't.
Boom.
Ooh, 20 damage, crippling. You blow out the back legs of the turtle and it slumps down.
Jesus
It
Christ.
It's on its last legs.
It is still alive?
It's still alive. It's bleeding profusely. So that was your main action. Do you have a bonus action you like to use? You can throw your Molotov or your either one of your treats at them.
How are we gonna? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
How are we gonna revive? Oh my gosh! I'm.
You got to heal her. Give her some medicine checks to get her back up. Or you can use Revivify, things like that.
I was gonna say, I have plenty of healing spells on me.
Yeah.
I'm a life domain cleric. It's my job.
Okay. What do you gonna throw a Molotov at it? You one of your
Yeah, I got 2 of these babies. I can use one of them.
Okay, so you're gonna throw it. You'll throw it where someone's gonna hit the turtle. That'll be D20. Please.
1d20. Here we go. Boom.
16 damage. This turtle is no longer moving. He's still alive.
Oh
my god.
The explosion ripped off one of the top parts of his beak.
Holy shit! This thing's a tank.
It is now more fast. It's now your turn, buddy.
All right, I'm gonna stab him real good.
Finish him.
With your damage more fast, you're going to kill the turtle.
Okay, but if I kill this turtle, I get more than 1 soul, right?
Nope, just 1 soul.
Ah, come on. All
Yeah.
right, I'm gonna hop on top of him, and just grab his horns like I'm wrangling a bull, and just right through the brain.
Okay, you're gonna hit that sweet spot between its eyes, and with that, the dragon turtle is slain.
Nice.
Flops its way into the water bursting over the edges of the planks of wood. The mimic village starts to scream in happiness as the dragon turtle's been slain. The monsters are now gone from the village.
Yay.
Gentlemen, have your property back.
Nice. Okay. Are we still in combat?
No, you guys are done. No more combat.
Oh wait, she can max heal before we're out of combat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You just want to use the heal on the Lara? Because no matter what you do, you'll just get back up.
Yeah, I'll do cure wounds or healing word. I'm not quite sure which one's better.
Pretty much she'll just pop up. It's fine.
Okay.
Put her the 1, this way she'll be good.
Healing words of encouragement.
Yep. So Lara, you're ripped away from Discordia, and she goes, "Damn it! Well, I'll see you later." As you fly back into your body, you wake up and you see the dragon turtle has been slain in front of you.
Okay, so now we're not in combat anymore?
Correct.
Okay, can I use animate dead on the turtle?
No.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean? No. You're not getting a free dragon turtle.
Well, okay, see, what I wanted to do was bring it back to life. And then I can tell him to protect this village. Like, it wasn't going to come with me. I just wanted it to protect the village.
You know what? Now that you're convincing tones. Okay, you know what?
I'll do one better, because it says that every 24 hours I have to recast it to keep it alive. Like, I will sacrifice one of my 3rd level spell slots to keep it alive forever.
You see Levi, he walks up to you and says, "I can help." He inscribes a rune onto the dead dragon turtle's body and says, "Place your spell onto this rune, and it'll keep it going."
Yes, baby! I cast Animate Dead on this stupid turtle.
The turtle, give me a second, after spending some time doing the ritual, come on, give to me. Yeah, let me just do this because it's dumb. Let me just bring him back out. So after spending some time talking to the dragon turtle, he kind of like, "Come on, get up. Come on, you're not really dead. You're just faking it. I know it.
Wake up, you asshole! You must repent for all the lives you've
The
taken.
dragon turtle roars back to life. What would you like to name him?
Oh my gosh.
Kraken? I don't know.
You're not
Ooh.
What'd you say?
You're not
I said-
responsible for him.
Were you asking me?
Yeah.
I said
Bye.
Kraken.
Bye, Rebecca.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, we can call him Kraken.
Okay, so you have Kraken the giant, the dragon turtle.
Yes, and I command it to stay around the village, keep the mimics safe, and hurt anything that brings damage to them, whether it be emotional, physical, spiritual, magical.
All of the above.
I'm covering all my bases.
Yeah, he looks at you, just like Godzilla. It starts to bellow in its mouth and shoots a giant steam breath into the clouds. And you can see a gigantic hole in the clouds part where the storm breath went. That was his breath attack that I did not get to use. Okay, so yeah, it Kraken nods and he starts making his way over into the middle of the village, and it sinks down like a giant snapping turtle. Waiting
Oh, I love
for-
it. Yes,
And-
that's exactly what I wanted.
Okay, so with that, you guys have completed this session. Levi walks up to you, Twig, and says, "Thank you. You can tell Mother you've completed your mission for me. I have more to do in the village. I have more to do in China itself, but I must make my way."
Oh, I get really sad and I give him one last hug. It was so good to see you.
He strokes your hair and he places a pendant that he has bought from a Chinese merchant and places it in your hair. It's a little pendant in your hair. It's in the shape of an acorn. And he gives you a little kiss on your forehead, and you see him, eagle, and he turns into an eagle and he flies off into the tree line and he disappears from you.
Oh.
Yep, and you have done that for Levi. You guys have gotten Geshwin's
Yeah.
village. You'll be able to get all of your money from it in next session. Is there anything else that anybody needs before we call it a night?
I was gonna say this. I know Rebecca left. But I was gonna ask the group. I anticipate every session. I just want to play so bad, and I was wondering if everybody could we play an hour early? That would give us 4 hours instead of 3 next time.
That works
I'm
for
okay
my
with that.
schedule. But let's put it in the chat for like the group chat for Alira.
Yeah,
But,
like I said, it's just something you guys can all talk about because I have the free time for it. Ruby has the free time for it. Like, whatever works.
The free time for it.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. So we'll put that in the chat. We'll vote on it and everything. So thank you guys once again for having me as your dungeon master. Hopefully you guys had a lot of fun with this.
Yes, yes.
Yep.
Woohoo.
You guys got to unlock a lot more people, a lot new places. You got Geshwin's property and a bunch of other stuff.
Yay!
Whee!
Okay, and with that, I hope you all have a good night, and I'll see you guys next time, okay?
Thank you as always, TK.
Bye.
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 Bye.